the mics actually working? Do I talk into a mic?
Oh.
I'm gonna talk into this
We
one.
haven't actually done a check in like months.
I'm gonna talk into this robot penis. No, that was what we did for like 20 minutes before you guys all got here.
Nice.
Like Nick and I sat down here.
There we go. Hey, everybody, we're live.
Hey. What's up? Very special edition
Haha.
E3 podcast.
Yes.
All right.
So, hey, everybody, as per usual. I'm Nick.
I'm Shannon.
Joe.
I'm Corey.
Let's get in on this.
I'm Tyler.
Haven't watched any E3.
Yeah.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Really?
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I literally.
I've seen some of the trailers, but like none of the thingies.
I cannot come anymore physically after seeing this
Jesus.
week's like E3.
We're going right in. All right.
Dude.
But okay.
No,
That
seriously,
wasn't that
I've got
exciting.
all my notes right here. This is like Christmas.
What happened? Now it says we have 2 concurrent viewers. We went
the
from
whole
5
week
people waiting to 1 person watching.
You want to know why? Because I said come.
That could be.
You said it again.
People were like, "Oh, I'm getting out." Where do we start, bro? Can we just start with Nintendo? I have no
Well,
notes
I
on
mean,
that because
like-
you want
like-
not to start with Nintendo.
Well, I was gonna say,
Take notes.
like, my notes start with Microsoft.
Oh, mine are all in separate folders, so go ahead and we can start wherever you want.
Okay, it's whatever.
Yeah, let's start wherever we want.
So Microsoft.
Hey, now we have 2 people.
Nope. Now it says 1 concurrent viewer.
Where the fuck is?
Anyway.
Xbox.
Yeah. No. So Microsoft started off with Outer Worlds,
Yeah.
Yeah.
which
Yeah. 25th. That game looks
you don't.
fucking great.
Do you know anything about Outer
Nope.
Worlds?
Oh, that was shown off last year. It's like a really weird.
It's like BioShock meets
Fallout,
Fallout
BioShock.
meets Borderlands.
Yeah.
But it's made by Obsidian.
Yes.
It looks really good. And coming to Game Pass day 1.
Yeah.
That's the
All
biggest
right.
takeaway from
Oh,
this E3.
Shadow's here already. Yay, we didn't scare her away last
I
week.
was
Oh,
just thinking
Shadow!
that. I was like, I'm not going to bring it up.
You
You are a horrible person.
But yeah, no.
Welcome back.
Day 1 on Game Pass. I like it. I like it a lot. But by the way, speaking of Game Pass, has it because before E3,
Yeah.
Game Pass Ultimate. Do you know what Game Pass Ultimate is?
No.
Okay,
Damn, Corey.
Jesus. So Game Pass is the thing.
This is actually useful because like just pretend no one else has watched it either.
Yeah, basically.
I was going to say, if only you worked on a gaming podcast.
So right now we're talking about stuff with E3.
Good point.
But anyway,
Can't argue.
so
It's not like you don't have a full-time job.
yeah,
I took the entire week off just for that. I keep interrupting you. Fucking talk about this Game Pass. I was so
I like
excited about it.
cheese.
Game Pass Ultimate. So you know what Game Pass is, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I have it.
Yes. So, Game Pass Ultimate is a new thing where there's Game Pass, which is what you currently have. Okay. Then they also have Game Pass for PC now, which is $10 a month.
Little stupid. Continue.
We'll get to that.
Hold on, what was
So,
stupid?
Game Pass for PC.
Yeah.
So you have Game.
You're crazy.
Hold on. We're
Time out.
We'll get to that.
okay. So we have Game Pass, $10 a month.
Uh-huh.
Game Pass for PC, $10 a month.
Yep.
Xbox Live, $60 a year, or
$10.
$10 a month. So
Sure.
10, $30 a month. Or for 15 you get all 3.
Okay.
Okay?
Which, yeah, that's...
That's okay. Say you sign up today, okay?
Sure.
Say you have 5 months
No,
of
use your example, because your example's out batshit crazy.
my examples.
Okay, his is an outlier though. I don't think
Not
No, this
many
is not
people are going to
wrong,
run into
but
this
my
thing.
point is, I want him to... you have to hear this.
Go on.
I was...
Okay, so I have like a year and a half of Game Pass because I pre-bought
Just
it when
Game
it
Pass.
when it went on sale. Okay,
Sure.
and then I had a few months left on my Xbox Live.
Yeah.
So they were like, okay, so you signed up for Game Pass Ultimate. So you pay $1 for your first month, and then we will convert your time remaining to Game Pass Ultimate, and then you start paying at the end. It's like, okay. My next bill date is March 21st of 2021.
Nice.
I was
So
like,
I don't have to pay for
bullshit.
Game Pass or
That's
Game Pass.
pretty good. You're the
yeah.
only one who's ever going to deal with that, but yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's why I was like,
exactly.
That's a very extreme
But I mean,
example.
like
So
so.
here's the thing with me. I think it's stupid because I'm paying for whatever right now, right?
Okay.
What do you mean, whatever?
I'm paying
Like-
for Game Pass.
Yeah.
Okay.
Paying for it per month, right?
Okay.
That's to let me have play games on the Xbox and the PC.
No. So
No, hold on. Yeah, I will say to correct that. So there is Xbox Game Pass, which goes through and gets you anything on the Xbox that's there.
And
It
PC,
also, but no, my
anything
on
that's
Xbox-
Play Anywhere.
Hold on.
Yeah.
It's Play Anywhere
Titties.
onto Xbox.
Mhm.
Then there is totally separate Xbox Game Pass for PC,
Yep.
which has its own selection of 100 games that are not on the regular thing.
Right.
So these are PC
Totally
specific
separate.
games.
That's
These,
cool.
yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's not like oh well now we're charging you to use the Play
I
Anywhere
should probably
titles.
cancel that actually. But yeah.
Well, no.
So,
So the whole point is instead. So like
An
with
extra $5 a month and you'll get Xbox Live and the PC
That's the
part.
point. I've never played Xbox. I don't have Xbox Live either.
Then why do you have Game Pass? What the fuck do you have all this
I
shit
had Game
for?
Pass because I was allowed to play.
Oh, get
Uh,
Play Anywhere titles.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
On my
gotcha.
PC,
That-
which was
Sea of Thieves.
no,
But-
I own Sea of Thieves.
Oh,
but
okay.
The other game was it was Zombies, came out not so long ago. Like
They State of Decay.
Okay, yeah.
State of Decay 2. Yeah.
This is an expansion.
But this whole thing is State of Decay 2 is available on Game Pass and is a Play Anywhere title. Therefore, you can still play it on your PC.
Cool.
Yeah,
It's-
that's what I
it's-
would say.
it's
They're
ju-
not
it's
taking
just-
that function away.
Then
Yeah.
I really got to just cancel it anyway because I still haven't played State of Decay forever.
No. But no, I'm thoroughly liking it. Well, another cool thing, I want to get online and see if this works crossplay ish wise.
We're doing a cool recap of E3 LED.
Yeah. Actually, it just says dances now. Everyone is ultra quiet except for Nick. I don't know what the fuck the deal is.
Who's that?
Tyler.
That's just his personality.
His last name's
It's very
Sipes?
Huh? Sipes?
loud. I
Yeah.
was.
Yeah.
Shit, it's
Anyway.
Broke Shannon.
No,
I
so
was not expecting that at all.
so my big point is so like
We'll just talk really loud, guys. Sorry.
yeah, I don't know
We'll
what the
not
fuck the
fix
deal
that.
is.
Look,
Um,
what about E3? I got the dog's attention. Come here.
Um
Come here.
what was I? No. One of the games that was just added to Game Pass that I want to try out is Monster Hunter.
Yeah.
Watch on what?
World.
Oh, I don't know. So, yeah.
Right, you already own it on Steam, so I have it now on PC. So
He's
I want to
wanting to know if he
see
can play
if
it.
my PC copy
not.
is crossplay
See,
with your
I
Steam
don't
copy.
Think of that because the thing.
I
so-
doubt it because Microsoft servers are completely different. They don't generally communicate with.
This is the thing, though. Are you using Microsoft servers for this,
No,
or are
using
you?
Steam servers. Well,
No,
I'm
no.
using Steam servers. But
My
go on.
point is, so Monster Hunter Worlds came out. Okay, here's game. I cannot remember who developed it. It's not Capcom, is it?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it's Capcom.
Capcom?
It's
Okay.
Capcom, yeah.
Are we
You're
sure
using
not
Capcom servers,
I
I
don't
believe.
think Microsoft is like,
Yeah.
hey, let us pay. So I think just server is a server.
Well,
I think it's here's the Xbox servers, here's
think
the
how you
PlayStation
invite
servers,
somebody.
here's the thing.
You don't invite somebody in game. You invite somebody externally.
Who the fuck are you? Where?
No.
I've never once played a game on Steam where I invite outside of the game. I'm not
Ye-
kidding.
Tab and-
Always shift
Shift
tab,
That's
select
exactly
the
my
person,
point.
And then-
click invite, and it invites
That's
them into the game.
technically outside the game. That's technically.
No,
third
I'm
party.
referring to like Borderlands, where you go to multiplayer, click invite, and then
Borderlands
it
has-
just sounds like.
Borderlands also synchronizes your friends list with their own internal servers, which is what
I just thought all games.
So
did that.
no. So that's what's happening with Dead by Daylight. So for example, if we were to play Dead by Daylight together and survive with friends, at the end of the game we get kicked out and have to regroup back up together because the internal servers didn't synchronize with Steam's servers, your Steam's friends list.
That's so stupid because I feel like you're going extra. I feel like you're going the extra mile.
It's seen more
To
often on.
keep that out.
It's
wherever
taking it
there's no
on.
dedicated servers.
I don't know. There's still something fucked between the mixer and
That's
the
really timing.
PC. I thought I got it fixed. Apparently, I didn't. I don't know what the fuck the problem is.
Have the mic next to you.
No, I did that. It's not doing anything.
Nick, talk quieter, and everyone else turn your volume to 110.
Are we sure we have it plugged in the right spot over here? Because that'd be pretty fucking funny.
No, so it's all plugged into the right stuff. So all of our mics are hooked up here. All of our mics are doing this. So when people are talking, they're going up into the orange or even red. That's a separate thing. Then so this is the this is where you plug in the USB.
We got-
Now it's working again. Everything's great.
Penises.
I think that it's P9. I think.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay, the one thing I will say is, I'm not trying to get sidetracked. However, we do have like 600 games to get through.
Yeah, I was gonna
We
say,
only
and-
have
and-
limited time, so we do need to.
They announced a new Mega Man?
No.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah, Outer Worlds looks great. Day one on Game Pass. Bleeding Edge is
I
a
cannot remember. I know this game's name, and I I can't remember what it is.
Bleeding
Outer
Edge.
Worlds?
Yeah, which one is Bleeding Edge?
Bleeding.
4v4 melee combat,
Like
Overwatch-ish,
crazy over
kinda?
top, like
Yes.
robotic, like oh, you like the look of that.
It looks like
The
It's
one where
picking
like
up
it
from
was a
the
fat
laptop
lady
mic.
whose like head was like a fucking.
All right.
What?
Right click, go to properties, make sure you have the right audio thing
Oh my God,
selected.
this is literally all the problem is.
No, Zoom L12.
There's two different audio things whenever you're looking at the audio source.
Default Zoom L12, 922 Pro Stream webcam, and audio voice meter VIO.
What about the computer itself?
Not coming up.
No, I mean like, don't you have to go into device manager and actually
'Kay.
like list it? I don't.
So
I'm
then
not saying
then
you
we
can
go
do
to
that. I'm
open
just-
sound
I'm
settings.
trying to help.
Input is Zoom L12 audio. Device properties.
I have no idea then.
Hold on.
Big old
Opening up the
penises,
device
that's why.
properties.
I'm just eating all their cheese.
Membrillo.
Yeah, I don't know. I was too afraid to try it.
Levels. That's fine.
Goat
What
cheese.
does that say? Queen say paste.
Quince pasta.
It's very awesome with Manchingo, Chevere,
Watch your language.
Cornate on toast with cream cheese, even for breakfast.
Yeah, I already read that here. Like 10 minutes behind me.
Well, you weren't on the fucking podcast when you said it.
This is true.
All right, who is gonna try this cheese with me?
Alright,
What is it?
give me some cheese, baby.
It's goat cheese.
Oh! You put goat cheese in my mouth? Taste isn't bad, but it has a really weird, like,
Feta?
there's like hard parts
No,
to
goat.
it.
Yeah, so that's protein. Crystallized protein. I
Ah,
know a
don't
lot
like
about
that.
cheese.
Do what?
I know a lot about cheese.
I don't like that. I'm gonna throw up. Oh my god. I'm breathing it in. It's out of my mouth, and when you breathe, it's like smoking something.
I'll be honest, this is actually super delicious. I'm gonna have to give me some.
You can have it all, buddy. Just for you.
It's kind of like super sharp cheddar.
It's stuck. That's in my mouth. That's not coming out.
Yeah, it
Wait,
is.
what
Someone
did
pull
you
your
get that?
someone pull your dick out for a minute and get this taste out of my mouth.
What
Behind
was
me,
the,
I brought him like
what was
3
the
weeks
last
ago.
game that we just mentioned?
Bleeding Edge. So the next game will be again Bleeding Edge coming out June 27th. Included in Game Pass day 1. Sorry, Alpha launches June 27th. There is no release date for the game yet.
Nice.
Um,
Anyone seen the John Wick Hex game?
I did
I've
not.
seen-
I heard
I've
about
seen
it.
It actually looks really cool. I've only seen it on the Epic Store, but I saw today it was supposed to be showing at E3. But I have a full-time job, so
Yeah, well,
yeah.
some of us do too. We took vacation for this because we knew it was coming up
Took 2
a
weeks
year
off
ago.
when I got married, bro.
Check,
Get
check,
Get
check.
that.
Who wants, to go,
Yeah,
who wants to go to Jamaica?
Hold on. No, but you
Priorities,
tell Kaylee
right?
while she's on the plane. Hey, listen.
Hey, listen.
E3's in June. I really can't make this.
I had to save the time.
Hey, last time I went to another country with you, I got sick for a week. Next game I was extremely excited about. They showed it off 4 fucking years ago. We're finally have a release date for Ori and the Will of the Wisps, which is Ori and the Blind Forest 2.
Yeah. The
Looks-
first one was amazing.
Oh, it's so goddamn good. That comes out February 11th. Funny enough.
I'm just not much of a platformer kind of that style.
I'm not. I was surprised how well. I should say I love.
I mean, it looks
I love,
like it's cool.
Nintendo
Like the art
platformers,
direction
but,
looks
like,
really, really cool.
You
and
say-
I
you
like the
say-
style.
What did you say? You're
I s-
referencing Kaylee's birthday,
Yeah.
but she will never play that game.
No. I was just saying,
I'm
I
trying to figure
literally
this shit
fucking
out.
hated
Sorry,
it.
I'm getting really pissed off at this shit. Sorry. No, chat is like, please fucking read chat. I'm like, guys, I'm sorry. I'm trying to figure this shit out. Okay, it's definitely picking up the stuff from the laptop mic. Guys, you getting closer to your mic. As soon as you lower the screen, you got super quiet. How old are you, Tyler? Sick? No, yeah, that's why. Blah, 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 blah. And it just, yeah. Sorry, I'm trying.
I can slit my throat real quick if that would be cool.
Yeah, fine. Let's be emo. We'll get more people that way.
I like how that's immediately where you went. It was an emo.
I put the email.
Not this way. This way. I like to draw tears in my eyes. It really shows how
Did you
dark,
hear about that
dark my
chick?
soul is.
It was like a year and a half ago where she tattooed her eyeball.
What the fuck?
Yeah,
not
she had to lose her eye.
Actual, like, open the eyelid, tattooed the white of her eye to be purple. She now cries purple.
What a
And
dumb-
on
And
top
she has
of
no-
that,
no
she's completely blind.
Yeah.
what a weird beaver.
She saw it, quote, on Facebook,
Oh, that means it's
Well-
just a good idea.
where it was later confirmed to have been Photoshop.
Oh my gosh.
So there's a lot of games, right?
Yeah.
Like shit tons.
I saw. No, we said we're starting with Xbox, right?
It's fine.
No,
Kind of
what?
like on a break for a second.
I'm trying to remember what because I didn't see the Microsoft one.
Okay.
I just saw a lot of the trailers
Yeah.
associated with it.
Mm-hmm.
What'd you see?
I didn't see the Infinity trailer.
Infinity.
Halo.
Oh.
Mike right next to my face was hot. Which this one right here seems hot. But what I'm saying is if it's this is picking it up, I don't know. Okay.
What's going on? What are you laughing at?
I think he's laughing at the sound effects.
Fucking sound effect.
Oh, yeah.
Just, okay. Like I feel like there's someone about to walk downstairs in a goddamn trench coat.
It's my One Piece ringtones.
Anyway. Next.
Fucking, this game was insane.
So this is something that like I didn't know I wanted until I saw it
At all.
and it's just because it looks so much fun and it's just I think it's just like a drop in drop out kind of game.
Wait, what are we on?
The fourth game will be Minecraft Dungeons.
Oh, so we already talked about Will of the Wisps?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay.
It wasn't much. No one here's played.
Yeah.
I think Corey and I were like, oh, hey, this is really cool.
Yeah, Ori and
And I was
the
like, Ori and the Blind Forest.
yeah was fantastic. Would recommend.
But Minecraft Dungeons literally looks like Diablo set in Minecraft.
That's what worries me is I feel like they're just like, how can we make Minecraft make more money?
Diablo. I don't know though, man. I'll tell you what. I saw the trailer and I was like, "Fuck it, take my
Instead
money."
of bloated corpses walking at you and exploding, you got creepers.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
My
It
official
looks really
statement on this is I needed this game yesterday.
Yeah. And again, it's nothing I ever thought I needed.
Yeah,
It's just not
Again-
a game that I was like, you know what they really
Again,
need to make
day
is-
one, it's free on Game Pass.
I want a Helldivers too.
I thought they already made 2. They're on 3.
Helldivers?
Yeah. Yeah, they
No.
are. Yeah, they are. Seriously.
Bet
Look
your
it up.
money.
I'm just kidding. I thought you threw cheese at me.
Yeah, I'm gonna waste delicious goat cheese on you.
Minecraft Dungeons. We talked about that for a
Spring
second.
2020.
Yes.
Now
Shadow and I
that
have
was-
to play Portal 2, by the way.
That was one that I will say is weird.
is?
At least I think this is weird. It makes sense monetarily. However, for being the fact that it's 100% published now by Microsoft Studios, Mahjong is a Microsoft studio. The fact that it's coming to PS4 and Switch, which again makes sense
But they're-
monetarily.
Mahjong?
Mahjong made
Mojang.
Minecraft. Mojang, sorry.
Mojang.
Mahjong is a different. Is this
Yeah,
a-
Mahjong is a
It's
tile
Chinese. Yeah,
Chinese.
Chinese
Have you
tile
actually
game.
seen what the fucking logo for the thing is? Is the Mahjong tile.
No. By the way, it's not even called Mahjong. It's Mojang.
Okay, whatever the fuck you want to call it, they're spelled the same
Well,
and it's the same fucking icon.
I believe
I don't think
Mojang
it's-
only because of Notch was from what Yugoslavia or whatever.
Correct. I knew that.
Not
I thought it was from
though.
Yugoslavia.
I thought it was.
Next game that they showed
Some
off.
fucking country that's not America.
Next game showed off was
Not
Jedi
Taiwan.
Fallen
Otherwise,
Order.
those not word what?
Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order.
Okay, I saw that obviously because I'm a fucking Star Wars nerd.
Okay.
What's
Here,
It's
here,
not
Star
the
Wars-
same day as Pokemon though.
My Star Wars dick got so hard.
here's my thing.
You have multiple?
First of all, I like the fact that it has
the Jedi one, not the Sith one.
they're bringing in Rogue One characters,
Yeah.
which is awesome.
It's got fucking.
But
Forrest
like
Whitaker in it.
Yeah. And his eye.
you did see the trailer where like he does like the little like slow
Grabs
down
the
time
stormtrooper.
and then grabs the stormtrooper and then throws him into the shot. That was
fucking
awesome.
Insane.
That was Ugh.
The first time we saw it, Nick had to back it up because it looked to me. I saw him like
no.
Forrest pull the guy
First
and
time it
toss him
happened,
out.
me and Adrian freaked the fuck
Oh,
out, and
yeah,
Joe
I was
goes,
looking down.
"What? I was looking down." So I
Because
back
was
it up.
making notes.
I back it up, and Joe thought that like the guy grabbed him and then like
I thought he
like
just broke
broke
his
his neck,
neck.
and that was that.
Cool.
Threw him, and I was like,
This
"That's
does-
really cool."
This seems like a spiritual successor, if you will, to Force.
It is set to audio interface currently.
Whatchamacallit?
Yeah, the Jedi Academy games.
No.
I checked that already.
With
Force Unleashed.
Star Killer Force.
Yeah.
Is it Force Unleashed?
Force Unleashed, yes.
Yeah. Which I'm okay with. I love the Force Unleashed. It was great.
Oh, yeah.
I never actually finished the first
I
one.
will say,
I need to
Oh,
go
it
back
was
and play
so
them.
good.
That's the thing, is they were so incredible.
I kind of
just
get
never
it, that Force
did
Unleashed
it.
vibe, but I really get like a Jedi Outcast,
That was
like
what I got,
like a
was a
Kyle
Jedi
Katarn
Outcast.
vibe, because like
I could
well,
see-
I-
a mixture of the two.
I guess Force Unleashed does kind of go in the gray, but like I felt like it was like you're gonna be light side, but straying a little into the gray.
On this one though, they said like 100% no, you're not. You're light. Like they came through and actually
Yeah,
said
'cause
like
you're not a Jedi, but you may as well be.
but
Right,
they came
right,
through
but
and said, like you. But my point is like on like Jedi Academy and Force Unleashed and those kinds of games, you could kind of go through and be like, oh hey, I'm not.
right. But what
gonna
I'm
do
saying
that,
is like
kill everyone.
Jedi don't just walk through and just start hacking everybody in half because they walked into a room filled with people.
I don't know,
Why not?
man.
I mean, unless they're younglings.
Yeah.
But like,
That's still good.
but yeah. I mean, we can try that.
Was about to shoot pudding. Or not
I mean,
pudding,
if this is the mic for it, I guess we can. Well, I mean, if we try putting it in the center and then see what happens, we can.
penises.
As there's so much shit in the center of this fucking table.
Maybe that's what.
Whoa! What was that? Oh, okay. Sorry.
What?
Everything went way to the red, like hardcore for a few seconds,
So,
and then dropped back down.
can I say real quick, just as a small note,
Yep.
the 360 camera should be here on Friday.
Nice,
Woo!
perfect timing for this weekend.
I'm so excited.
Anyway, sorry. Jedi Fallen Order. Then we went to Blair Witch. Which,
Yeah, Blair
holy
Witch.
Fucking shit, that game looks amazing.
It's
I didn't see the trailer, but I heard
insane.
about it.
It's insane the fact of so the trailer starts and you're basically just like walking into this cabin and it doesn't look like the cabin from Blair Witch, but
At
you
all.
walk into this cabin and you're sitting there and you're with your dog and you're like, what was that? And then Nick and I were like, what is this game? And then you pull out a camcorder and you're recording. I was like, holy shit, it's Outlast like 3? Would that be 3?
Yeah.
I was like, it's gonna be Outlast 3.
Which would be cool.
And then you see something like run through the woods, and I was like, Nick, how fucking cool would a Blair Witch game be? And he was like, yeah, that's never happening. And we were both like, yeah, like they should totally make one though. And then it went through and was like Blair Witch, and we were like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm actually really excited for that one.
That comes out August 30th, and again is day one on Game Pass.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, a lot of Game Pass stuff.
Yeah, the thing that I learned
It's
this
almost
time
like
around
they
is
really
like,
want you to subscribe to their Game Pass service.
oh, this is another thing I want to say though.
Here's the other thing is so like there was a lot of games that I'm mildly better. Now everyone is equally quiet. Long story
Yeah.
short,
Hey, at least we're all equal.
with Game Pass. It's one of those where there's a lot of games that were shown off, and I'm like, oh, these are great games. I really want to buy each of these games. At $60 a pop, I would be spending a fuck ton more
Right,
money
no,
than
I agree with
$150 a year.
Yeah.
My big thing though was the fact of and we'll get into a little bit of this later, I think. But Ubisoft announced that they're doing a streaming service now.
I don't like this one though.
No, that's my point. It's $15 a month, includes every Ubisoft game, which I was like, that's really cool. Ubisoft has a lot of great games.
Not the new ones.
15 a month. No, it's the new ones even.
It
But I
was
was like,
exactly like Game Pass or like EA Access Premiere.
so
Or
it's
Origin
all,
Access
it's all
Premiere,
like
I
the
should say.
digital deluxe editions of the games and stuff. Like, yeah, I was like, this is really cool. 15 a month though, and I was like, well, for 15 a month, I could get Game Pass Xbox, Game Pass PC, and Xbox Live for the same price I'm paying for Ubisoft. And I was like, I'm not paying 30 for these services, so it was like I'm gonna have to cut something. So for me, it's immediately Ubisoft Uplay is out.
Although,
I do think it's a good value
Again-
for people that want to go through it, because like Nick brought this up the other day.
because like if
It's
it's,
us and old ladies, right?
Well,
Well,
but
I mean,
again,
yeah.
if you're sitting there and you're like, oh hey, I really want to play Watch Dogs, but I also want to pick up Skull and Bones, but I also want to pick up those are $60 each.
Yeah.
Or you could pay, what did it come out to?
it comes out to $150 a year.
150 a year.
150 a year.
That's not
So-
right
so-
at all.
Yeah. 15 a month. Or sorry.
That
100.
means you get 2 months for free, basically.
No, that's the thing is you don't, because
No,
you
you
don't.
don't.
You only
I'm
pay by
sorry,
the
I'm
month.
doing math
He's
wrong.
just
I'm
doing
a
math
10
wrong.
month year.
I would say it'd be
So
180.
12 times 15.
180.
180. So for 180, for less than the price of 2 digital deluxe edition of their games,
You can have a
getting-
year of all of their
Everything.
games.
yeah.
I just
So
think that's the way the
it's
industry's
one-
going. But
It's
my
one of
thing
those,
is,
if you're already planning on buying all those games anyway, it'll save you the money. If you're
However,
not planning
though-
on buying those games already,
basically what
It's
this
up to
is
you.
killing, in my opinion, what's going to end up happening. So we've got all these games that are coming through, and everyone's like, oh, we're going to start a streaming service because, you know, people aren't buying games now. We need to go through and do streaming service. That's what everybody wants. Not at all. But So they go through and do it. The problem is, it's going to kill people playing games for long periods of time. Because, like, think of, like, games. So, like, Grand Theft Auto still has a huge online community, and people are still playing it. But it's because they bought the game and they still own it. It's a free expansion onto a game that they already own.
Yeah.
You're not still having to pay, okay, another... Who's going to be sitting around going, okay, it's been 2 years, I'm still going to pay that $15 a month to play Legion some more.
Yeah.
Like, I think it's going to kill off games in the long run.
It depends.
It does.
It has a multiple thing. But see, I mean... Like I have Origin. I bought the year-long Origin because the way I figured it is, there's 2 games that I like. If I play 2 games, at least 10 hours each, I feel like I got my fucking work.
Correct.
I agree with
I'll give
Shannon.
you that.
Sorry. She just finished the trailer for Blair Witch. It was like, all she can think is, please, no dog death.
Oh, I know. That was the only thing I'm worried about. Any
anyway.
trailer I see, I'm immediately just like... Nick, I think, was getting pissed off because every single, like, animal in a game, I was like, oh, I want this so bad. Nick was like, Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ. It's adorable, and it has animals. Joe's like, I need this game now.
Yeah, I was just... There's one game where there's just like a... I don't even remember what it's called. We'll get to it at some point because I remember writing this down. But it was literally a game. You're just walking around, and there was a cute deer just walking around. And it was like, hi, guys, I want to help you out. And it was like, cute deer, I need this game. And Nick was like, Jesus, Joe.
Yeah. Next game, You're Breathtaking. I mean, Cyberpunk 2077.
Yeah, that was... Did you see any of that actual, like, Keanu Reeves stuff?
Keanu Reeves?
Okay, you haven't. So Keanu Reeves is in the
I'm
game.
kidding, yeah.
Oh, okay.
I
But did you see
I
the
was
You're
gonna say,
Breathtaking?
I'm not
If-
admitting anything. Totally watched that trailer at work
Yeah. No.
because I actually do like that game. Had looked awesome in the first
So-
place, and has now made it look more awesome.
Wait, hold on. So you saw the trailer?
That's
so
what
you
I'm saying.
I didn't
Keanu
see the
Reeves come out
guy.
on stage?
I didn't see the guy go, "You're breathtaking" or whatever. No.
Yeah.
Because he came out on stage and did, like... And he was just talking about it. It was basically like, oh, this is what the game's about or whatever. And he was like, at one point, he was like, I'm telling you guys, this game is going to be breathtaking. And the guy goes, you're breathtaking.
And then he goes, no, you're breathtaking.
But it
And
was
the
literally
crowd goes crazy.
dead silent. Like, no one in that audience is even clapping. It's just silence. Everyone wants to hear about this game. The one guy just, you're breathtaking.
But what's hilarious, as a follow-up to that, they tracked down, CD Projekt Red tracked down the guy that said you're
They
breathtaking,
gave him a collector's
and they gave him the
edition.
collector's edition for free.
How do they know they got the guy?
He
Hold
posted
on,
on social
hold on.
media.
He posted on social media, and then they tracked it down. And
How many
everyone-
thousands of people were like, that was me?
Yeah, I was gonna say the same
But my
thing.
whole
Like,
thing is-
turns out, guys, I actually got yelled at too.
No, hey guys, can you say that into the mic one more time? You're breathtaking. Okay, you're breathtaking. No, it wasn't that guy. Okay, next.
The Cinderella slipper of your breathtaking.
Yeah.
But no, anyway, sorry.
Cyberpunk looks
Yeah.
really good.
Cyberpunk,
My
I
only
cannot fucking wait for
concern
it.
with the game, and again, it's very... We haven't seen much actual footage yet. My only thing is, so far...
Is it because it's gonna be Cyberpunk?
Well, yeah. No, every one of the characters that they showed off is a very bland, generic, like...
Cyberpunk character.
Well,
But-
not
but-
cyberpunk
because-
necessarily, but it's
because
very
you-
much like typical, like, oh hey, like I work in like this like mafia style or like drug dealer style ring, and oh you betrayed me, so now my goons are gonna come and get you, and like oh hey,
Oh,
like,
so close.
Yeah, like most crime noirs,
What
right?
the
correct.
fuck is that
And
one? That was good.
very,
Swiss.
it was very
The
generic.
smoke Swiss?
Yeah.
No.
Let me try it.
The other thing is, Joe,
a small piece. I don't want to.
you gotta realize also. You're saying this about characters that you've seen.
That is great. Give me some
once
more of that.
in a trailer.
That's why I said we have not seen much. That's why
Yeah.
I prefaced that by saying we have not
Shiny
seen
lump
much.
of cheese.
I do much more of that. That I can actually handle. That's good.
Maybe.
Yeah, 100%. That's the aesthetic that the game is going for. So it's
Yeah,
it's kinda-
I know. But my thing is, like, for being in a game that looks like it could potentially be at least a 100-hour game, I want compelling.
I'm good right now.
Oh, I was gonna give it to you.
Oh no, I'm good right
Oh,
now.
I'll take it. It's one of those things where I'm hoping that there's more compelling characters and they're not just generic. Hey, let's shoehorn a character into this
Okay.
part.
Yeah.
And again, I'm not saying that is going to happen, but continue.
No, just they have X amount of time. They have so many seconds they can show a trailer, so they have a lot
Correct.
they got to cram in there.
Correct.
If it's indicative of CD Projekt's Red work on Witcher 3, then I mean,
Yeah, to be fair,
I will
How could you go
say-
wrong?
I'm only
like,
gonna
how?
play Witcher 3 on the Switch, so.
I was literally going to do that until I saw the new announcement today.
We're gonna get to all this.
I know, but oh my god. No, but I will say I've never played
Same.
a CD Projekt Red game. I know.
It's a
So
big
because of
piece.
that,
Oh,
I don't have. I'm like, oh yeah, wow. Everyone else says their games are good, so I guess I'm giving them a try. It's one of those like for experience. This isn't to me like a Bethesda or like anyone that I can sit there and say anything they put out I know I'm gonna love. So I'm taking
I've heard
other
a lot of
people's
people say
words
The Witcher
for
is
it.
so much better than the Elder Scrolls.
Well, and again, I've heard that. I just have not experienced that. So
wait,
I
have you
will
played
see.
Witcher?
I've started every
played
time.
2.
Nope. Every time I go to play the first one. The fucking combat is
The
so
the controls are terrible. Don't play. Don't play.
That's what he keeps telling all of us. All three of us
Don't
keep trying to play the first
game.
one
I mean,
first.
The first game story is really good, but just don't play.
And that's the issue.
I want
I
to
got
see
to the
that
point where
story.
I was like, holy shit, so far this story's been amazing. Click. 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 Fucking shoot me in the face. Click.
You don't. That's one of those series that cool if you
Read it
play all
on
the
Wiki.
games, but you don't really have to. There's so much story in each game that the last story is kind of
Yeah, but can't you upload something from the first to the second game?
No.
second to the third.
Oh,
you
is the
can,
second to the
yeah.
third?
which the second one is much better.
Which is really weird because they're totally different platforms, aren't they?
Yes,
Well,
first one was
PC,
only
I guess.
PC. Second one was 360 and
Third
PC.
one was, but the third one was Xbox One.
Xbox One, PS4, and PC.
Yeah. So how do you transfer? Like,
Okay,
could you
fine.
only transfer on PC?
Goddamn cheesemonger, bitch.
What? Could you only transfer PC?
No.
Probably the same platform.
It's
How do you transfer from 360 to
Oh wait,
Xbox
no.
One?
I think you
It's-
sign into like
it's-
an account.
yeah. So
Okay, so it's account linked.
yes.
Okay. I didn't know that
Yes.
like Witcher 2 is such an old game now that I didn't know if they actually had account linking.
It's the exact same way that you incorporated stuff from
Mass Effect.
Mass Effect into Mass Effect on.
But all the 3 Mass
Dragon
Effect
Ball.
games were all on the same platform.
What
What
about
about saying
Dragon
only
Age?
2 and 3 transfer versus 1, 2, 3?
Yeah, I was just saying that you're talking 3 generations on this game, whereas with Mass Effect it was all the same generation. Mass Effect 1, Mass Effect 2, Mass Effect 3 were all on Xbox 360. So it was just, oh, here, load in my save file that's already on this console. I don't have
So
to
why
import
not?
anything.
What
What
was
about
the-
Dragon
the-
Age Inquisition?
That's
do
what it
that.
was then. My bad. Dragon Age was the one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dragon Age. So
Gotcha.
it was either A, you could link it to your
EA account.
BioWare account.
Right.
And then when you install Inquisition, you log into your BioWare account and it
Or you can do
downloads
the
your save
questionnaire.
file. Or
Which-
they had a questionnaire you could fill out to
I
do.
fucking hate questionnaires like that because it goes through and I was trying one. Was it Walking Dead?
Oh,
I was doing something and I was like, fuck, I don't remember. And it was like, oh, who did you save on this thing? This guy or this guy? I was like, I don't fucking remember either of these guys. I don't know who I saved. So I was like,
Go back and say.
that's what I did. I was like, just move my save file. I was like, I'm just doing it that way.
Anyway, sorry. Now that we're talking about Mass Effect and Dragon Age, we're going from Cyberpunk to Spiritfarer.
Spiritfarer, there's a game. That's the one with the cute deer.
No, it's not.
Is it?
That's the one where it's the boat that you build a colony on, and then you have to like go and it's got like the furry that's like
Yeah.
learn to lose, and then like
The deer that goes and disappears, and then it's like, oh, learn to lose.
I
the
thought
deer
you were talking about the
disappears.
deer that had
deer
the
game.
antlers that are light that it walks the other deer
Oh
around. That's
no,
the game
I
thought
just
you were
meant the
talking
cute little like.
about. Okay.
I was gonna say Charlotte, but you don't know who Charlotte is from BoJack.
No. Yeah, Spiritfarer again looks adorable. Day one on Game Pass. Big shock. Because everything is big, day one on Game Pass.
Where's my keyboard?
Oh, but by the way,
Go away.
Cyberpunk 2077, April 16th of 2020.
Cool.
So that's coming a hell of a lot sooner than I realized.
It really is.
Or has it just been that fucking long since we first heard about it?
I
mean,
a
it's
little bit of both.
A little bit of both, but still, I was worried that they were going to put it off longer.
I was expecting a 2021. But anyway,
Especially for being the beginning of 2020.
Battletoads is coming.
Battletoads looks fucking great.
3-player couch co-op.
I skipped
You
some.
took such better notes than I did. Mine are just like included in Game Pass. Here's the release date. That's it. Move on to the next game.
RPG time, Legend of Right. This one looks awesome. It was like hand drawn in notebooks with like a
This
really
looked
cool
brilliant.
art style with like comic books. So like as you're like progressing through the picture a game that looks kind of like old school Pokemon, where you have like the town, you got the little sprite that you're moving around, but like it's hand drawn.
It's doodles. It's literally like what a
it's
kid.
doodles
It's,
in a notebook.
it's what a
And
kid
then,
would
like-
doodle in school.
But then
almost,
like the way it was like
Oh,
going,
yeah,
it's like,
yeah.
oh, we're
I
going
was
for-
thinking that and I didn't catch what you said.
Yeah.
I was thinking it at the same time.
yeah.
That fucking episode still scares the shit out of me.
Damn. Original Cyberpunk trailer was first unleashed in 2013.
Holy
Unleashed.
fuck!
So I guess
8
it has
years
been a while.
later.
But I mean, that's how you know it's gonna be a good game. Anyway, long story short, so
Do you want some
this
cheese?
game, like say
No.
you're going from this
She
notebook
wants
to this
cheese.
notebook.
I
They
think
have
she can
comic
have it.
books that your
So she
character
wants it.
opens up that nobody's listening anyway.
I am.
Where
You
you,
open up a comic book.
yeah, to like jump from book to book. So
Yep.
like it uses comic book art as well as like doodles and notebooks and stuff like that. It's just really interesting looking art style.
Looks beautiful.
It comes out in 2020.
I'm gonna shit so much later.
I put ID. Oh, all ID at Xbox games are going to be day one on Game Pass.
There's so fucking many.
Yeah, I didn't even.
I don't remember what half of these are. What the fuck is Lord of the Rings?
Lord of the Rings collectible card game.
I was being a smart ass.
Oh, I thought you were seriously
You
asking.
know what I'm buying?
It's Asmodee is making the Fantasy Flight Lord of the Rings card game for digital.
That's been coming for a while though, because that's
But,
also
yeah.
coming to Switch. It's been confirmed that was shown off a couple months ago.
Oh,
to
Game
Direct.
Pass for PC will include Halo Master Chief Collection, which is why I'm also
Yes.
thinking. So if they're including that specifically on Game Pass for PC, I don't think it's going to be Play Anywhere title. I don't think that one's going to be.
Oh no, they said it's not,
Yeah.
because it's completely rebuilt from the ground up.
Yeah.
For PC.
Anyway, Game Pass Ultimate, Console Game Pass, Xbox Gold, PC Game Pass, all for one low price of $15 a month. I have it free till 2021, so that's gonna be awesome. But the next thing they showed off after that,
Are
you know
you gonna
Microsoft
admit-
press conferences. You've seen multiple Microsoft press conferences.
Are you gonna
Sure.
touch on the fact that Reach is coming?
I thought we already talked about.
Is that where the dude fucking jizzed himself because he's playing on a mouse and keyboard or something?
No, that never got shown off. I don't know what the
Yeah,
fuck that ended
we
up
never
being.
saw that.
There was no gameplay for Reach. There was no gameplay for Halo 5. None of that.
I don't know if that was all being done behind the scenes of like we weren't showing it to the public. It was just if you were at our booth or
Could be.
what. But yeah,
But no, the next game they showed off was Microsoft Flight Simulator.
Oh, I
This
heard about this,
game-
but I haven't seen it. I heard it was actually really cool.
It looks.
I would never
gorgeous.
play this game again. It's included in Game Pass at launch. I will check this game out.
Wait, I think you mean you would never buy this game.
That's what I meant.
Okay.
Sorry, I
So
would
I was
never.
like,
I would never go out of
I
my
would
way
never
to
play
be
this
like.
game, but I'm gonna check it out.
Yeah.
It's not one that I would sit there and be like, oh my god, like that comes out in 2 weeks. Like I gotta save up my money. I'm gonna buy it. But I would
if
definitely.
you had it, you'd play it though.
But my thing was, I was like, I just want it because of how realistic the game is. I just want to fucking crash some planes. I was like, I just want to fly some shit and
But
just like.
Congratulations, you just got put on a list.
I will say though.
I didn't say like
the cool thing about it though is
small jet planes where I'm by myself in a field.
one of the big features of this game is the actual map is the world.
It's
but
fucking
like
huge,
based
like-
off of AI photos and
Cool.
AI recreating
I
everything.
can crash into my own house.
Literally. Yeah, it's insane. Like, and it's all like photorealistic and everything. It looks gorgeous.
It's funny. I was looking. I want to kind of look into being a pilot, but I'm too fat right now. So it's eventually whenever I'm not skinny.
You mean whenever you get?
No, I know what I said.
Okay. Okay.
No, I know it.
That's funny. Next game they showed off after that was Age of Empires 2 Definitive Edition,
Everyone knew that was.
which
coming.
is the original Age of Empires 2, but the cool thing is they've added in a brand new campaign as well.
So do you get the Wololols?
I don't know.
Are you making stairs over there?
Yeah. Do you know what the Wololols are?
Apparently not.
Wololols! You never seen that meme?
No idea what that is now.
It's where it's a monk from Age of Empires that you send to get another enemy unit, and it turns their unit into yours.
Oh, that's
Oh.
cool.
That's interesting.
But whenever they do it, they go. "Wololols!"
I
Never
didn't know
seen
that.
that.
I don't know. Didn't play that
That's
game very
hilarious.
much. I played a little bit, but not a
I've
ton.
never touched Age of Empires because I know it's
and
not my kind of game.
That one also is coming out in fall.
And to Game Pass.
Yes.
This one was very interesting because I had no idea what the
We
fuck
spent the
it
entire
was.
trailer like watching and watching and watching and watching, and we were like, "Man, this game looks fun," but what the
And
fuck
it
is
looks funny because the fucking guy's out of his mind, the main character.
I actually
But
Yeah.
Death Stranding.
it?
no.
Wasteland 3.
no,
I
I
heard
could
about
I
that.
could actually tell based off. Of
Could you?
what- yeah.
See, I haven't played any of the Wasteland games before.
There's a guy at work
Yeah.
that's super upset that that's even a thing.
Really?
Yeah, because he said, please don't let it be Wasteland 3.
Why?
Because he said it looks stupid and not comparable even slightly to Wasteland 2.
Again, I haven't played them, so I don't know. I will say Wasteland
I
2
probably
seemed way
misspelled
more
this.
like.
How do you spell Wololols?
It was more serious.
Yeah,
It was much more serious.
This game does
Real
not
quick,
look serious at all.
On your phone or so, or, here,
it's
I'll-
like
I'll do
Wasteland, but Borderlands humor.
Yeah, very much.
Yeah.
Is what this one looks like. Which
Which again, if they want to take it in a new direction, whatever. I mean, that's
It
cool.
looks fucking hilarious.
But I can see where people like.
I think
Fans of the series are
they're,
gonna be like,
they're
"This
trying to
isn't it."
grab a different crowd.
Yeah.
than
Well,
just
look
the
at
normals.
Wasteland 2. I hate to say it wasn't a very big seller.
I gotta
When
mention
I
this is the
heard
right
like,
game. Continue.
It's a good game. It's just,
Oh, correct, yeah.
Yeah, it's just it wasn't.
well,
didn't
again, it
grab
was
a
a
bunch of
$60
people.
title, so a lot of people were just kind of like, eh.
What in the world is that?
In Age of Empires 1, this is just priest against priest.
How do you spell that?
WOLOLOL.
Okay.
After that, there was
Anyway,
a big announcement.
Now that we're banned from YouTube. After that was a huge announcement. Double Fine has now been bought by Microsoft.
I heard about that.
And then Tim Schafer announced Excel for the Xbox.
What, Microsoft Excel?
Yeah,
No,
for the
so
Xbox.
basically, he came out and made a joke, and he was talking, and they were like, "Yeah, was it Phil Spencer was talking about it?" And he was like, "We look forward to having more projects with Double Fine in the future." And he was like, "Dude, we'll work on any games you want. Shit, I'll work on Excel if you want. Just keep funding us."
He was like, we are
work
all
on Halo
about team-
stuff.
Yeah,
he-
Halo.
He was like, we are all about team players at Double Fine. So we'll work on Halo. We'll work on Gears of War.
Yeah.
We'll work on Excel. We don't care. And he's like, well, we don't need you on any of those products. And he's like, oh, good. I didn't know what I was going to do with Excel.
Dude, he's
She's like, I was
funny.
totally bluffing.
Like, yeah. Tim Schafer is a fucking riot. That dude, like, every time I see an interview with him, it's made immensely better. But anyway, and then they also announced Psychonauts 2 is going to be Game Pass at launch.
I've never played
Neither, but I
Psychonauts.
heard it was amazing.
It looks fucking great.
Joe, it's like perfect right up your alley.
I
It's basically
know.
Nightmare Ned.
I
Nightmare
know.
Ned with like
What in the world
Okay,
is Nightmare Ned?
Please let me explain Nightmare Ned. Nightmare Ned is a game that I got when I was like 5 or 6 years old. It was a Disney interactive game for PC, where the whole point is Ned gets home from school. He's a kid, and he sits there, and he gets home from school, and there's a note from his mom saying, "Hey, your dad's at work. I've got to work late. There's food in the fridge. Make sure you're in bed by 8. We'll be home, late tonight." So he goes to bed, and he parties, and he's tearing up the house, and he goes to bed, and a monster comes out from under his bed and sucks him into this nightmare world where it's all night. Like, there's literally, like, here's the graveyard where you have to fight ghosts in a graveyard. There's a dentist level where there's evil dentists that come at you, chasing you with, like, drills and shit.
Makes sense.
It's a really cool, and it's just got all these different levels, and it's a really cool game.
But you're
that
basically
I've
jumping
never seen
from
before.
nightmare to nightmare to nightmare that you, as a 6-year-old boy, would have.
But what's cool,
Who leaves their 6-year-old
Is-
boy at home?
Oh, yeah.
Continue.
but
Somebody's expecting him to just pound a few out and go to bed.
what's
And the beers are jerking off either way.
either way, not okay.
Either way, probably shouldn't be talking about a 6-year-old doing it.
We are definitely banned from YouTube. No, but what was cool about it though
We're
is
not
like,
monetized,
so
it's fine.
for instance, on like and this is gonna be spoilers for a 25-year-old game, but there was like in the graveyard level, you go through and this giant, like, he looks kind of like a Grim Reaper ghost style, like cloaked figure is chasing you. But as you solve puzzles and you beat like bosses, the character like will go through, and there's 3 sections. So you got the head, the torso, and the legs. And a part of what the costume of them wearing disappears to show what they're wearing underneath, and it slowly becomes, oh, it was Grandpa.
What the
Or like,
fucking
oh,
spoiler? I was waiting the whole time.
I know.
Continue.
But it's like, oh, hey, it wasn't really a nightmare. It was just Grandpa. I'm like, it's just it's taking like normal things that like could scare kids and be like, oh, like it's not
Yeah.
really scary.
How old were you?
So I was like 5 or 6. This game was fucking brilliant to me because it was the first thing that this was the first thing that I experienced that I would consider horror. Like but for a young kid, I was going from Chippendale's Rescue Rangers to fucking this game where it's about nightmares chasing you and shit.
I remember
Like, so
watching Eraser, and my mind was fucking blown.
I've never seen that.
First game I ever beat when I was like 4.5 was GoldenEye. Second game I ever beat when I was 5 was Resident Evil 2.
Are you shitting
I
me?
kid you not. Beat that game when I was 5 years old.
Well, see, like
I'm 27 and I
that's
haven't
my
beat that game yet.
So I jumped in pretty hard.
I think my first foray into horror games was our mom played the original Doom and Wolfenstein, And
See, she would.
Oh well,
she
hold on.
would
Would you
not
consider
let
that
me-
horror? Because I played that
So I
on
would consider
PC
that-
What was the game called by the
in
way,
like
Joe?
'98.
Nightmare Ned.
Nightmare Ned.
Which apparently was based on a
No, no.
TV show that Disney
99.
released, by the way. There was like 20 episodes at
I
the
have
same
no fucking
time.
clue.
Neither did I.
Nightmare Ned.
Yes, Nightmare Ned.
Oh.
I'll just put it in chat too. But
Next game I thought was insane. Are we going on?
Yeah.
yeah.
continue.
Next game, Lego Star Wars Skywalker Saga.
So
So
it's
it's all nine,
nine films, yes.
in one
Yeah.
Lego Star Wars game.
It's pretty cool.
I can't tell if you're actually excited about something or not.
Not at all for that game.
Tangent.
Oh,
yeah, no,
this one. The game that I cannot pronounce to this day because of a fucking YouTube video.
Dragon Ball Z Carrot Cake.
It is the worst video you'll ever watch in your life, but you won't stop
Wait,
laughing
you've never
at it.
seen it?
It's so
I swear to God, I'm
After
showing you
this-
Dragon Ball P.
After this, let me.
see you on my Earth again.
It's so
I
stupid.
have no idea.
It
what you're
literally looks
talking
like a third
I'm
grader
in
drew it, and it looks so
cartoons.
awful. But oh my god,
It's from the
funny.
same people that do.
Love your song.
Oh, I've seen that, but I've not seen the Dragon Ball.
Trust me.
It's
We'll
called
We'll
Dragon Ball
eliminate
P.
Dragon's Ball P.
It's
Yeah.
awful.
It's
It's
Dragon
funny.
Yes.
Got it.
Raucus wants revenge.
I want to talk about the next game.
Go
Yeah,
for
right.
it. It looks really good.
Okay, the next game is called 12 Minutes, and the entire trailer starts with a husband and wife sitting at dinner, and a little table in their kitchen, and it's all top down. But you see them sitting there, and the wife's like, "Here, I got you a present." She puts it on the table, and the husband's like, "Oh, like I already know what it is." And she's like, "Well, what do you mean? Like you haven't opened it?" And he's like, "Oh, it's something," and I can't remember what it was, but it was something for a baby. And he was like, "You're gonna tell me in a moment that you're pregnant." And she's like, "How do you know all of this?" And he's like, "Well, we've already lived this." And she's like, "What are you talking
Oh,
about?"
is this with the Death Loop?
Yes.
Sort of.
So they go
No,
through.
no.
No.
Yeah, there's two games
Same
that
concept,
two games came out.
but not the game Deathloop. It's
But-
called 12 minutes.
But they're sitting there, and he's like, "Any minute now, someone's gonna come and knock on the door, and he's gonna kill us." And she's like freaking out. And she's like, "What are you talking about?" And he's like, "You need to tell me about your father." And she goes, "What do you mean?" He died of a heart attack. And he's like, "We both know that's not true." And then someone's banging on the door and is like, "We need to talk to you." And the police come in and end up shooting and killing her. And then it re-loops.
I think they shoot her, but they don't kill her because later in the trailer it shows her like tied up and being tortured.
That's a different thing.
But well,
What I'm saying is it's
yeah.
a constant loop of,
Yeah.
okay, they came in and killed, okay, now restart, now, and then you have to go through and replay it. But now this time when the police come in, like, instead of her running out and getting shot, she stays there, and then, like, okay, they tie her. So, like, it's this constant loop of trying to
So
figure out the
you're playing
truth.
the same 12 minutes over and over and over and
To
over
figure
and
out the
trying
mystery.
To figure out.
Yeah, Nate.
And I was
Yeah.
like, that's a really cool
So it's
concept.
kind of like in Resident Evil 7.
Never played it. 7, sorry, 6 I didn't play. The one with the giraffe blowing the chick, or the chick blowing the giraffe. But, yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
my-
I know what you're talking about. Anyway.
I cannot see
good
that cover
reference.
and not see that. That's
Yeah.
all I see.
Anyway, no, it's like the part in Resident Evil 7 with the where you're stuck in the room that has all the balloons in it and everything,
Yeah.
and you have to figure out the puzzle.
I don't remember this.
What? It was like the most,
trying to
probably the most
remember this.
iconic part of the
Yeah,
game.
I mean, I
like-
beat
it
the
was one
game
of those
about
things-
2 years ago.
But that was the thing is you had to go through and lose and know how to beat that point and still die and then restart at a checkpoint and then do the
Okay,
stuff ahead
The,
of time.
Yes.
you watch the tape.
Yes.
Yeah,
I do remember that.
yeah. But that's
That was
what we're
fucking
comparing it to.
insane, too.
Which was
That
such
was
a
fucking,
clever
like,
way
it
of
was.
writing that level.
It was a very interesting mechanic.
Yeah.
That doesn't get
God,
used
I'd
at all.
forgotten all about that because you have to go through and fucking like see like, oh well,
It was
the
so
thing
meta, if you
exploded
will.
to go through, but if
Right.
you survived it or whatever, there was like a key inside of something like,
Well, it was you basically knew the answer to do X, Y, Z without having to hurt yourself.
yeah,
You know how to get
that
out
was
of it.
fucking incredible.
Yeah, no, it was a very meta kind of play of, haha, you're playing a video game.
But yeah,
Next
but yeah, there
game
was
looks
that.
good too.
Next is Way to the Woods. Which
This was the deer
that's the
game.
one with the deer. It's a
looks
point
like-
click adventure. You play a mama
Deer
deer,
boy.
walking the baby deer around through the world. But like,
But it's
really
all
weird
like,
because you use your
Go on.
power. Like you walk up and it's like, oh, I'm gonna suck all the electricity out of this. I'm gonna walk up to this Coke machine and I'm gonna put all my electricity in this, and then it's gonna give us a Coke, and my baby deer can drink the Coke to increase its health. Like, it's really weird stuff. That's doing that just allows you to change the effects on it.
Never mind. I
Um,
thought it was like selecting which mic was on.
Nope, nothing to do with that. After that, Gears 5 Bound by Blood, which I do find funny that they said, we're going to call it Gears 5 because everybody will call it Gears 5. It's called Gears of War, but nobody uses Gears of War because that's too long of a title. So we're just going to call it Gears 5. And now they're like Gears 5 Bound by Blood. It's like,
Why did you?
wait, hold on. So you shortened the title, but
and
and then added extra. Yeah, it makes zero sense. But September 10th, which is going to be, which is interesting. I didn't think it was going to be out that early.
I didn't either, and I thought I did the
Figured
same thing
October.
last year. I saw it last year, and I said, "Oh, sweet! I've got at least a year to go through and play the other 4 before I get this one." And then now it's like,
Wait, whoa.
He's never played the storylines for any of the
yeah,
Gears games.
I literally keep. This is my issue. Hold on, because I want to still play them because I like the storyline. He's just so pissed right now.
Pissed at what? The fact that he hasn't played?
He looks annoyed.
You're Super Xbox and you haven't played their one of their most beloved
I know.
franchises other than Halo.
This is the reason, though.
I'm just super confused.
I will give him
The
credit.
2 reasons. So, I will say, Gears of War was a huge franchise that came out on the 360.
Yes.
When I got a 360, it was about 2 years before the end of that console. So Gears of War 3 was already out.
Why are you so heavy Xbox guy then?
That's the thing is, when we were kids, we had an Xbox.
Original.
I played that fucking thing all the way through the entire life of Xbox 360 because I didn't have a job yet, so I couldn't afford one. And my parents were like, "Hey, we can't afford a $300 system. We bought you that one a couple years ago. Keep playing that one." And I was like, "Oh, good point. I still love these games." So for me, it was Halo 2 for fucking like 8 years. And then I was like, "Oh, hey, I have a job now," and I went out and bought my first Xbox 360, and it was the one that came with BioShock, and like BioShock had already been out, so I think 2 had already been out or was about to come out.
Real quick.
Yeah.
So you played Halo 2 for 8 years.
I'm just throwing out a
And
number. I
you
don't
were
think that's
still
real.
that bad?
Fuck.
Oh my god.
Oh!
As Michael Scott would say, boom rest.
Can you take your glasses off for a
Do
second?
it.
No,
But hold on. So I was gonna say the thing with Gears of War though is I go to play it now because everyone's like the storyline's incredible. You got to play it. And I'm like, okay, cool. I'll check it out. The gameplay looks great from this new stuff. Why the fuck does my character weigh like 8,000 pounds?
And what?
Gears of War 1?
Gears of War 1.
You walk and it's like,
Your character moves very sluggish.
It's all about dodging and rolling and going.
yeah, but
cover
you
to
go to
cover.
dodge and it's like, ugh. Like, oh, I still got hit because I didn't jump out of the way fast enough.
Frames, I thought.
I don't know what the fuck that means. Have I not got that far?
It's a rocket.
No,
it
that's
doesn't
just
have any
mechanic.
vulnerable spots.
Okay. What are you doing tomorrow?
Working until 4. And then I'm off.
All right. Come over. We'll beat Gears of War.
Yeah,
No, it's pretty quick.
Is it?
Yeah.
Wow, Shadow's first console game was Minecraft.
My god damn.
Wow.
My first console game was Blinks, the cat, the time
False.
sweeper.
False.
What did I play before that?
Wait. What
The
do we?
first console game?
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, hold on. Time out.
Mario Brothers on the NES.
Oh, okay, I guess we do consider that a console. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
No, that literally at this point is so old it's not even on my radar.
Yeah.
technically it's the same thing.
I mean, because we
what?
had
Yeah.
Mario
Well,
Brothers and Duck or Super Mario Brothers
you
and Duck
count
Hunt.
Game Boy?
Well, I'm not counting Game
I
Boy.
would count that as a handheld.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not a console.
Right. I'm saying home console.
Yeah.
Because Shadow said that she had a Game Boy Color and played some games on that, but
I was waiting
her
for you to
first
say.
console game was Minecraft, and I'm just like,
I was waiting for you to say Spyro or Small Soldiers. Or Small Soldiers or Toy Soldiers?
Toy
I get it
Soldiers?
mixed
Toy
up.
Soldiers.
no, Small Soldiers.
Yeah, that throws me off.
Small
Toy Soldiers is the actual Vietnam like war.
no, it's not.
thing or something.
It's,
I haven't
it's,
seen it.
It's
I don't know
a
what
it's
it
a group of kids that are at a
Military
Small
military
Soldiers-
academy.
Is
Small
that
Soldiers
movie
has
with the toys?
It's the movie with the toys. Yes.
Well, no. So there's
the
two
movie,
movies.
Toy Soldiers is about a group of people that it's a group of terrorists that take over a military academy.
That's
and,
way off on what I thought.
and the kids take it back or something
Yeah,
like that?
yeah.
That's
Oh.
Toy Soldiers, but
Yeah.
the movie that involves
Oh,
Toy
yeah.
Soldiers is called Small Soldiers.
Yes.
But my point is, both of those were demos, and every time I tried to play them, Jim would yell at me because I wasn't allowed to play with that console
That
because
was
it
on
wasn't
PS1.
for kids. Yeah, but that was
Yeah.
my point. Is it wasn't for kids.
Remember whenever?
The only game we had on that was Jersey Devil.
Remember when you get DVDs and they
No,
had
it was
a
even a-
demo of
that
the
was a
game
demo.
if you put them in Xbox?
Yeah, you used to buy fucking Xbox
Chronicles
magazine.
of
Gosh
We used
darn
to-
it! My
no.
first console was a PS4. Wow.
How old? Who is this?
Shadow.
How old is Shadow?
And Joey's like Super Mario Brothers and Blaster Master.
No. So my question is, does anyone remember this game? Even anyone in chat, Joey, anyone help us out here.
Machines?
It's a really old game for the original Xbox, but it was the first time it was a fighting game like Mortal Kombat, but all damage was shown in real time, where it was like, oh, if I punch you in the face.
Tao Fang Fist of the Lotus.
Yes.
The
No,
original
literally.
Xbox.
So it goes like this. Okay.
So like if you get hit in the arm, your arm would bruise.
But it would literally like show bruising, and then you get hit again. It would literally go into an X-ray mode and show the bone crack.
And this is before like
X-Men.
Mortal Kombat.
This is before
So
X-Men.
It was like the Shadows of Mordor game when you would cut someone with the sword and orc and you'd watch the line of blood.
Yeah, but
But
15 years before that game.
and this is also a 2D side-scrolling fighting game
Yeah.
that you could also grab people and throw them into like the random stuff around the map.
Yeah,
So there
that
was
hadn't
like
been done yet either.
So there was like one of the levels was in an arcade. So you could grab people and bust them through like the screen on the arcade machine.
Am I the only
Their
one
face
that...
would get cut up and stuff like that. But like every time you would hit somebody somewhere, like as soon as it's like hit and then it would like bruise, hit and it would like bruise. That was also one that like we would play it and then Dad and Tina were like, "You guys aren't playing that mature rated fighting game that's on that demo disc." And we're like, "No," and we start playing something else.
The
And then
best
as soon
thing
as
I
they
love...
leave the room, we're like, "Okay, now we're gonna play."
The
it again.
best thing
again?
I used to love...
Tao Fang and Fist of the Lotus. Taofaing.
I got it.
Yeah.
I just used to love the fact of we would play
Love you, Dad,
Morrowind.
but yeah, sorry.
We would play Morrowind, and I would be sitting there, and I'm walking, and I would just doing my thing in Morrowind, and like my mom would walk into the room and be like, "What you playing?" And we were just like, "Oh, Morrowind," and she's like, "Oh, that's cool. I'm glad you guys like that game." And I'd walk up and like steal a cup, and my mom was like, "Did you just steal? Go back and pay for that." And it was like, first of all, no. Second of all, this guard's trying to kill me now because I stole this. I don't have time.
Anyway, sorry. Way off tangent.
Yeah,
Gears
I
5.
Oh yeah, Gears of War
Gears
5.
5. 4 days. You get it 4 days early with Game Pass Ultimate.
This is cool.
You also get the collector's edition for it.
Play it in the first week.
Yeah, and then
It doesn't show bruises.
Hmm?
I'm literally watching gameplay right now. It doesn't show anything like what you're talking about.
I don't want to see it then because it's gonna ruin my memory of this game because I
me see.
totally remember that.
yeah, that's definitely it.
I mean, they're like beating the crap out of each other. And they're not doing anything about bruises. He just put his foot in her face and there was no
Oh.
damage.
I don't know. I totally
Dad's
remember that.
Dad's
but-
first game on console was Atari Pong.
Dad's watching?
Yeah.
Hi, Dad. I've
So
said some horrible
I,
things.
a dad. That's not my
I'm
dad.
assuming Dad is John Lennon's ghost.
Yeah.
Anyway, so sorry, Gears 5. Interesting thing. July 17th,
I get the
there's a
next
PvP game test, but it looks really cool. They added a new game type called Escape. It's
This looks really cool.
It's called Escape.
it's
It's really funny. Sounds like Escape.
It's really cool. It's a 3-player
That's weird.
couch
It's spelled
co-op
just
and
like Escape.
online co-op. But basically, what you do is you go into like a hive, and then you have to like plant a bomb that like releases like this gas stuff that like
Neurotoxin.
Yeah, it's a neurotoxin that kills all of the.
I think it
well,
is. Good job.
And then you have to
Rowdy, you've been
you
paying
then have to
attention.
escape and everything like that. But it's kind
Wait,
of
you
a
have to escape and
yes.
escape.
But because of the way
Oh,
that the game type's created, so Gears is normally a very defensive type game.
Yeah, you
This
can't
is
do
a
that. in
game
this.
type
It forces you to not
play
to.
offensively.
Real quick,
So
so
Thrash
going back
Ball.
to this, so did you guys play the game or did you just play the demo?
We just played
Both.
the demo.
Oh, never mind.
Let me rephrase. Never owned the game. We've played.
I
the
think
game
he
at
was
other
just wondering if
people's
that's just the demo, not the actual like
Yeah,
game.
so maybe because I have played a demo from a DVD. It may have been Chronicles of Riddick. That had a level in it that wasn't in the game and it had extra features.
Gotcha.
houses. Yeah, that was Chronicles of Riddick.
But he was saying maybe that's how
'cause-
this game
because we
was.
had
Oh, I did that too, actually.
Anyway, interesting thing about the game though is with the escape mode, you can also create your own maps. And oh yeah, Terminator DLC for the first time in E3, but not the last time in E3.
What?
Terminator DLC
For what?
For Gears of
for
War.
Gears of War 5.
Oh boy.
If you play it in the first week, you get a Terminator pack.
Yeah, but there's other games later that also have Terminator DLC.
I don't remember that.
Yep.
We'll get to that.
Yeah, there's
This is the
new
next
Death
thing that I
Guard
want
game
to
has
talk about.
Terminator.
This is incredible.
Elite Controller 2.0. I fucking
Yes!
need it right now. I need this $180.
Nick and I are the only ones.
That's
today.
my point. I need this $180 controller that I already own. What does it add?
Hold on.
3 more paddles?
No.
No.
Two more
it-
paddles.
No, it adds an extra profile.
There's 2 more
It
paddles.
adds, huh?
There's 2 more pedals.
No, it's not.
Yeah. Yes.
There's still 4.
You have the 4, and then there's 2 up here.
I never noticed that.
Yeah, they literally were like, now we have 2 that you can program to. I can't remember what it was that you change out. There was something else that you can remap. I think it was like.
I don't know. But yeah. So anyway, paddles and all that stuff. But you can have 3 profiles built into this one instead of the 2. It makes it so that way your hair triggers are have 3 settings, so it actually has a even lower setting. So that way it's just like tick 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 tick. Makes it a little bit faster. It also sets it to where you can change the tension in the thumbstick, so you can make it
More
I thought
tighter.
this one already had it.
No.
Nope.
You can swap out the thumbsticks.
You can swap
But
out
you
the
cannot
thumbsticks.
actually
You can't change the
actual.
tension.
Like it comes
Which
with like
that's
a
the
little
other cool thing.
screwdriver
So,
like thing.
It
to
actually
change the
goes.
tension.
So Xbox One has a higher tension thumbstick than the 360. So you can lower it down to 360 or tighten it up to Xbox One.
almost
Hold on.
the whole console price for a single
You're saying a
controller.
$500
hold on.
controller.
The other thing that I like.
How much new console's gonna be?
At least the Xbox One X is $500.
Oh.
Yes, 12 minutes. So the other thing that's nice with this one is they've also already guaranteed all controllers for Xbox
And
One
games.
will work on Scarlet. So when Scarlet comes out, I'm not buying a $180 controller so that way the next year I cannot use it ever again.
Yeah.
This is going to be my main controller for my Scarlet until version 3 comes out for the Elite controller. It's one of those, I never thought I would ever spend $150 on a controller. I bought the Elite controller, and that is probably my favorite purchase I've ever made.
See,
Like
this is my thing.
To the point where my original Elite controller actually ended up breaking, and I bought a second one. So I've already owned 2 different Elite controllers, and I will still pay that money every time.
I didn't realize how much I liked the Elite controller. So for my birthday last year, last year would have been, Nick bought me the special edition purple Sea of Thieves controller.
Same, I have it too.
Yeah.
Lucky.
So I was so excited about that controller. I was like, I don't need a fucking Elite controller. Like, I have this controller. This controller's awesome. I love it. It's purple. So I sold my Elite controller. I fucking missed that controller because I'm like, holy shit. I didn't realize how fucking far back these triggers pull.
You guys are a bunch of plebs.
Shut the fuck up.
I got this thing right here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, how's
Yeah,
that
but-
PS4 doing?
How's it? What?
You
I
get
can
that
plug
PS4?
It, I can plug it on PS4.
Controller and mouse?
Yeah.
When did we
Mouse
get that?
keyboard? Yeah.
I've had it for a long time.
Oh! Oh! Come on, buddy! Bring it!
I don't fucking play shitty consoles.
Oh my god, here we go. You're going to the next game,
And
please.
by the way, mouse and keyboard is also.
Dances is still
works
using
on
a
Xbox.
DualShock 3
I knew
on
that.
PC.
Okay.
I did know that part.
Dances is still using DualShock 3
That's
on
my
PC.
point. I have the Sea of Thieves controller. That's all I use for my PC.
Yeah.
If I use the controller.
That's what I'm going to be doing when I get this controller. Is that's going to become my PC controller.
Why don't you use it for
Why should
both?
you both?
No, so right now I will tell you why. So I go to sync up my controller, my Sea of Thieves controller, and my PC.
First
Okay,
world problems.
I understand that, but fuck you. I go over to my PC. Okay, I turn on the controller. It turns on my Xbox. So I have to get out of my chair and go turn off my Xbox. After then unsyncing this controller from the Xbox, then go over sync it to the PC because I have a wireless adapter for it. So I sync it to the PC, then I have to go back over, turn off my Xbox, and then next time I want to play my Xbox, I have to do the whole fucking thing again. First world problems, but goddamn it, for the fucking, I live in this fucking America, and I
live in this America.
I should get American shit.
I
I should get treated better.
Personal problems. Personal problems don't count.
I do not give a fuck about the next game, but I do about the next after.
Dying Light has a new release date of spring 2020. Yeah.
Dying Light?
Do I
Dying
need to
Light
go
2.
and give the first one a chance?
It's really
The
good.
Dying Light is much better than Dead Island.
My issue was I fucking played all of Dead Island and was like, wow, this game is great. It was fun. Okay, and then I picked up Dead Island, or I
Dying
keep
Light.
screwing them up, Dying Light, and it literally felt like the same fucking game to me. It's
Well-
obviously got much better graphics and cool mechanics to like parkour and stuff. But I am so tired of games where it's, and I mean, this is all zombie games, but I'm getting tired of that genre. Where it's, oh, okay, cool, I'm this survivor, and I'm going to slowly power up, and I'm going to get all these weapons, I'm all powerful. And then somebody's like, can you come help me? We have all these, like, supplies and guns and all this stuff, but we need you to go get some medicine, so can you go out and do it? Because we don't want to help. So then you have to go out and do these missions where I'm like, fuck these people, I don't want to help these people, why do I have to?
It is true. Dying Light did not have Hoodoo Voodoo, bitch.
Yeah!
It's true.
Soundtrack, okay, not as good. Definitely.
Voodoo,
This is-
voodoo, bitch!
Voodoo, you
Sam
voodoo, bitch.
No, it just it was it was just they took because it was made by Tech Lane,
Yeah.
who broke off from Deep Silver and then they made their own studio.
Like Mordhau.
But yeah,
Mordhau was made by some of the Chivalry developers that broke off.
I thought you were saying Techland made Mordhau, and I was like, why the fuck have I not got this yet?
No.
Even though, why the fuck have I not got this yet?
but no, it's just
Okay.
I don't know, it's just much. I just thought it was
To
very well
recap,
done.
so far, we have talked about Outer Worlds, Bleeding Edge, Ori and the Will of the Wisps, Minecraft Dungeons, Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, Blair
Still
Witch,
12 press
Cyberpunk
conferences to go.
2077, Spirit
There's
Fair,
still 12 press
Battletoads,
conferences. We're not getting through them all.
RPG Time, The Legend of the White,
We just need to go Microsoft.
or Legend of the Right,
Nintendo.
And
ID and
Yeah,
Xbox,
that's
Game
all
Pass
that
for
was
PC,
important.
Game Pass Ultimate, Microsoft Flight Simulator, Age of Empires 2 Definitive Edition, Wasteland 3, Double Fine got bought out by Xbox, Psychonauts 2, Lego Star Wars The Skywalker Saga, Dragon Ball Z Carrot Cake, 12
It's all
Minutes,
gonna make sense later.
Way to the Woods, Gears 5 Bound by Blood, the new Elite Controller, Dying Light 2, and now there is Lego DLC and Forza Horizon 4.
I heard about that.
It looks
And
so great, dude.
Everything is now awesome
The
within
fact,
the Forza series. Like,
dude, literally,
it's so.
the way that this
cannot wait.
trailer got shown.
By the way, this DLC comes out tomorrow.
the way
You
that
guys
this
have
got shown.
Forza?
Yeah. Guess
Because
what?
of Game Pass.
Game Pass.
You play it?
Yeah.
No, I've never once played it. It's installed.
Oh no! I specifically do play it. It's fun. I play the Horizon games. I don't play
Buddy,
the motorsport games.
Yeah, I will say he
I'm
does.
like, I feel like
He's
I'm
been
one
playing
of your
Horizon
best
since one.
friends. When do you play any of this?
Yeah, I never see you play.
Like-
Ever.
Every time I
3
get
in
on
the
the
morning?
computer, it's everybody's like, you should play this with us. You should play Mordhau with us. You should play this with us. And I'm like, okay, fine, jump down, play. Everybody gets offline at like 2 o'clock in the morning. I don't go to bed till 6. So usually from like 3 to 6 is when I'm playing all this other
You
random
play
bullshit.
like what, 13 different games? It's been 12 minutes.
Hey.
Time to swap it
Hey.
out.
Hey.
No.
Hey.
Monday I'll play this game. Tuesday I'll play this game. Wednesday I'll play this game.
Oh, you do
Thursday
only
I'll
have one
play
monitor. I thought you had 2. I was gonna say he's got 2 monitors.
Multitasking.
This is like
2 keyboards.
He's got,
He's got 2 keyboards.
he's
2
got-
keyboards. 2 mice. 2 monitors.
I was thinking more of, he's got foot pedals for the racing game right here. He's got a controller for this one.
That's how he drives, anyways. He's always on his
Mostly about
fucking
the only thing
phone.
we said on those, Joey, is that we are incredibly excited for both of those games, and that's about it.
This is my thing, though. So seriously, with Forza, is it's going through, and I was like, okay, more Forza, whatever.
See,
And
Shadow will play games with me.
I was like, surely it's just gonna be another Forza, whatever.
I will say. Sorry.
You're good. Keep going. You're good.
Long story short, Forza always makes an announcement. Always is like, okay, Forza, and then they open up this thing and it shows off a brand new car that they bring out and stuff like that. I was like, okay, what other high-end car did they pay for the ride?
Well, that's the thing is they showed the car after the trailer.
No. They
They
opened
showed
it
it
up.
before, but you couldn't tell what
And
it
you
was.
couldn't tell what it was.
Oh, okay.
It was like
and
it was
then
kinda-
it shows the trailer, and then they did Legos. I was
Well,
like,
but that was the
wait,
thing is it's
what?
going through, and it's literally just like all racing, and they're going around the track, and it's showing everything, and I was like, oh, okay, that's kind of cool, whatever. It's Forza, and it was like Forza Horizon 4, and I was like, oh, it's DLC or whatever. And then you just hear from like a mile a fucking way, you just hear, everything is awesome, everything, and it's getting closer, and I was like, they fucking playing the Lego music, and then the fucking Lego cars just like jump onto the track, and I was just gone.
yeah, no,
I need
I
this
seriously
game.
cannot wait. For this. I was really.
I am a
excited
child,
last year.
okay? I need
Yes,
this
that's
game.
the thing I'm
Fuck
noticing.
you.
I think I'm getting
I
too...
wanna-
No, I'm getting too old. Everything we're talking about is stupid. I'm like,
Hey.
fucking Lego cars in Forza? Who
Are
cares?
you telling me you didn't like the Hot Wheels cars in Forza?
Clearly.
Dude, Forza Horizon 3, one of my favorite DLCs.
The
is
fucking Hot Wheels track.
I'm just negative Nancy right now, guys.
Dude,
Like,
I'm sorry.
I like Watch Dogs.
I'm with. Okay, I'm up until that. I'm with you.
But no, so yeah. Anyway, long story short, Lego McLaren was awesome. It's called Lego Speed Championships, and it literally comes out tomorrow. And it is also free to Game Pass.
Oh, so we're getting to the end.
Next game they showed off after that was Gears Pop, which is a multi-lane tower defense mobile game. Whee!
The end.
Oh, that one we're just wee about.
What? How many multi-lane tower defense fucking games do you have on a cell phone?
7.
Do we need 8?
I don't know.
Like, that's my point.
But it has pop figures.
It has pop figures from Gears of War. Big whoop.
That's up there with Lego cars, Nick.
No,
It's totally different. These are highly. Hold on. These are highly intelligent, interlocking construction blocks. Okay.
Let's put Roblox in Gran Turismo.
Exactly.
Hold on. Forza Motorsports is a top tier racing sim. Forza Horizon is the one where they kind of go out there.
Arcadey.
It's the more quote unquote Need for Speed crowd.
It's
is
the
what they're
hey,
gearing
I'm
towards.
gonna drive down the coast of Scotland for an hour. That's where it took place.
That was really, really specific.
That's where it takes place.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna drive down the beaches of Scotland. All right.
Yeah. So, Forza 3 took place in Australia. Forza 4
I'm gonna
is
take
in
over
the
for him
UK.
because he's taking too long.
Sorry, State of Decay 2, Heartland, new expansion came out on the day it was announced. Woo, woo.
Boring. This next game is incredible. I'm so excited. I'm announcing this one. Fuck you. Fantasy Star 2 Online.
Fantasy Star Online 2.
Yeah, let's sit it back.
Wait, like from the OG original?
Hold on. So, Fantasy Star
see what
has had an
happened was-
MMO going on
in Japan since 2008.
Yes, but it's never come to the US.
It's the biggest
So what was
MMO
the Fantasy Star
in
game
Asia.
that was on like PS2?
Fantasy Star Online, but it wasn't the actual MMO. So,
This
But
is
you could
basically
play it online.
correct.
Correct.
It was an online game where it was
so there's
there was like
Fantasy Star,
multiplayer
Fantasy
and
Star
stuff.
2,
This is a
Fantasy Star
full-on
3.
MMO. It's I think they said there's like 20
I might
million
have to
players.
watch that trailer. That one.
It
looks really
Dude,
good.
It looks
That
really
might
good.
hit my nostalgia just a little
Dude,
bit.
it looks so good. I've been waiting on that a good Fantasy Star Online to come to the US. Although I do find it funny.
Seems very
I'm
specific.
bringing this up because I'm jumping to another conference real quick. But at one point in time in limited run games, they were talking about if there was any game you could import to the US and release, what would it be? And they were like, oh, Fantasy Star Online 2, 100%. And that press conference was a pre-recorded press conference that showed
After
After
the Microsoft conference.
So, like, literally, Microsoft was like, oh, Fantasy Star Online 2.
And then
the
next
next press
thing-
conference, they're like, it will never happen, but I wish we could get Fantasy Star Online 2 in the US. It'll never happen, but it's a pipe dream.
See, Aladdin just came out and they had the lamp and they're like,
Yeah.
Star Online too.
Right? By the way, next game, I did not realize how big of a fucking game this was until it was announced
I've heard
later.
it. And that's it.
Crossfire X. Hold on. So Crossfire X 2020 is coming to
Like
Xbox
video
One.
games anymore.
Apparently not. I don't know what this is.
I
Okay,
don't either.
here's the
but
thing.
listen,
This is again the
cool for
first
the
time,
industry.
first time it's been in the U.S. Let me open up the thing talking
It's
about.
Korean Counter-Strike.
Yes, 100%. It is Korean Counter Strike. So let me get the actual information on this because I have information on this.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
You ready for this? Okay. You've never heard of this game up until this point.
Understand
I had
none
heard
of
this
us.
Game. I've
Yeah.
never watched gameplay
I
or
heard the
anything.
name. That was it.
650 million players.
How many?
Crossfire X.
650 million.
One more time.
No, can you do the M?
650 million.
Thank you.
650 million dollars. No, first time coming to console. Okay, this has been
First
the
time coming
world's
to the
top
US.
grossing game in history since 2014 due to its popularity in Asian markets.
Oh,
It is
this was
also
insane
currently
how much money it's made.
the most popular game by player count in history. Also, $10.8 billion in lifetime revenue as of January of 2018.
So, just
This
real
is-
quick, how is it as? How is it I'm not saying I'm super connected or anything. I do read a lot of gaming news and stuff.
And have you
How's-
never heard about any of
Ever.
this?
That's
Yeah,
what we all asked.
because it's never been on anyone's radar in the
And
U.S.
how do we know that that's actually real?
Because
statistics?
Japan said it's true.
Because they do math.
I got all these figures off of Wikipedia. Okay,
Well,
The
we know
most
that.
accurate.
trusted source of all time.
but yeah,
They
no.
sent their sources at the bottom of the page.
dog. Oh, she's not.
We do need to play Portal.
Yes, we do. But anyway, sorry.
We're getting to the end of Microsoft.
We're getting to the end of Microsoft, and there's 9 other press conferences.
We're not going through
More
them
like
all.
Microsoft.
We're gonna have to like
am
pick.
I right?
Yeah, right.
We're just gonna have to pick.
Dick.
Next game is another incredibly gorgeous JRPG.
Looked gorgeous. Could not figure out what it was until I saw the title. I was like, oh my god.
Tales of Arise.
So another Tales
Oh yeah, the new Tales game.
New
Yes.
Tales game.
And
Yes.
I will. Okay, for
Wait,
verification,
is Sonic in it?
I'm actually excited for that
Yeah.
because I love Tales
Please
of
stop doing
Symphonia.
that.
Tales of
It's
Symphonia
probably
was
one of my
fucking
favorite
amazing.
all time.
I want to play
GameCube
Tales of
games.
Vesperia so
I
bad.
have all 3 of the Tales games on my computer.
Yeah.
I'm just waiting
Very
for them to
distracting.
stream
But
them.
yeah, It comes
Let
out in
it melt.
2020 for Tales of Arise.
Yeah, I saw. I saw the trailer on that.
Borderlands 3, obviously, again, 9/13/19. September 13th, new DLC came out on the announcement.
That was very cool.
Other game, Elden Ring, looks
What?
fucking amazing. It's George R.R. Martin and
Yeah.
From Software. It looks like
Well,
I haven't seen the
standard
trailer, but
epic.
you
Like,
said it looks good, but we haven't seen anything on
the
it.
concept looks fucking amazing. I'm sorry, there was no gameplay footage. I know you keep bringing that up every time I bring it up, and it still looks good. Sorry.
Sounds good.
Len will probably agree. It's probably not going to be a very hard game.
Then Project X Cloud console
He's
streaming
gonna stop
coming out in October. New console. It's a Zen 2 and Navi based processors. 4 times.
Avatar?
Yes. 4 times more powerful than the Xbox One
Those are
X.
my notes.
Uses GDDR6 RAM. 120 frames per second. 8K.
Oh,
has
you-
full ray tracing. Solid state drive. When it uses the solid state mixed with the SSD,
Dude.
like I was just like, wait, hold on.
This guy that's
Please,
talking
I
is
was-
literally an
I was
actor.
done.
It's an
I'm
actor
sorry.
that they hired that was like, I know nothing about what
It
any
very
of this
much-
means.
The mixture of the solid state and the SSD make a great gaming experience. Does it?
Yeah.
Really does it?
But no, and then they're also using the solid state to add virtual RAM, which is kind of interesting. It's called
That was interesting. I
Project
agree.
Scarlet, Holiday 2020, AMD, and Halo was the launch
Did
title.
we talk about Project X Cloud?
I did talk about Project X Cloud. Console streaming comes out in October. What else you want to talk about?
We didn't go like that. You have to do that every time you say it.
No, you do have more to talk about.
No, not that. Not DX.
So, Project X Cloud is
I already made that joke.
Damn it.
My bad. Continue.
Not today.
X
Not
Cloud
today.
is going to have from what it sounds like, paid service in order.
That
to
is true.
hold
I
on.
forgot about that.
In order to use it. So if you want to access it on your phone, you have to pay money for it.
I probably won't.
Or if you already have an Xbox One, it's completely free because you're using your own console as a server as opposed to using Microsoft servers. It's completely free to
So you
access
don't have to
all of
pay
your
the-
games.
Right.
So you
So
don't
as
have to
long
pay
as
the
you own the
licensing
game,
fee
you
to
can
license
just
one of their
do it.
servers.
So it's
I won't do it.
well, I mean, the
This isn't
the-
for you, Corey. There's about
This-
18 billion other people
I
in the
didn't
world.
make it for
That's
you.
not true.
PCs are better.
Yeah, no, I'm agreeing with Joey. I'm sorry. I'm excited about Elden Ring. You can shut the fuck up.
I
Yeah,
know, I-
George R. R. Martin from software means great.
Yeah.
Because,
last
you know, he
project
helped
he
out
worked
with the
on
end of
did
Game
so
of
fucking
Thrones,
good.
and that was so great.
Basically, the EA press conference. All there is to take away from that is
EA has some games coming out
FIFA!
that are going to have some.
We can talk about all your Lego games. We ain't talking about FIFA.
do you fucking
I'm
play FIFA?
I mean, I have before, but go on.
FIFA?
FIFA.
No, the only thing to take
Fucking-
away from EA, seriously,
Star Wars.
no, Sims has a really cool expansion.
I
coming
will
out.
agree that I showed.
I don't
Kayla
play
and she
Sims, so
freaked
I was
out.
gonna say I was texting her about it and was like,
Yes.
"You've got to see this."
She was like,
it's
super
it's
happy.
the
I
it's
didn't watch it.
It's
It-
a island getaway.
yeah.
You get to
expansion,
be
so-
a mermaid, and once
Yeah,
she
you
saw
can.
the trailer and heard that, she was like, I was like, "We'll buy it. Don't worry."
No, it's one of those things.
Sounds just like her too.
Was there a game The Beast Inside?
Don't remember hearing about
I don't
that.
remember hearing anything about
Oh, by
it
the way, I saw
public.
Dark Phoenix when I was in Illinois.
How bad was it?
It
Yeah.
was actually all right.
Okay, I've heard nothing but terrible reviews. That's why I'm like
I
skeptical and haven't
mean-
seen it yet.
It's not the greatest, but it's not the worst either. Like, I went in with very little expectations. So
I'll
if
give
you,
you that.
if you went in with little, it was a good. The effects were cool as fuck. We'll say that.
I'll give you that.
Continue.
Sorry. EA's press conference started with Star Wars. It was fucking amazing. But
Oh, yeah, that was
most
EA.
of the big stuff with
That-
the Star Wars game, outside of the 15 minutes of gameplay, it was all stuff that was shown off at Xbox, and their trailer was basically a highlight reel of the stuff that was shown off the day before E3 or EA. So it's like all the good stuff from that we saw during the Xbox conference, and I watched the Xbox one first. Tabs?
Totally accurate battle simulator.
Yeah, Tabs is coming to Xbox. That was one of the ID at Xbox games.
It's funny that I think that dude
Yeah.
made that game as like a joke, and then it just
It
took
became
off.
one of the biggest fucking
I've
things.
wanted this game for so long, and now it's finally like in alpha, and I can buy it, and I need to buy it now.
I need to stand. My
Yeah, these chairs are killing me.
So we're looking at next conference after that was Bethesda, and literally my opening notes are, God damn it, I thought this was supposed to start at 8. Grr. I'm watching this on Twitch to get drops for ESO, Elder Scrolls Legends, and Rage 2. Finally, here we go. Wait, it's a video for the fans. Hashtag we are all Bethesda. Dark Phoenix related? What dances?
Oops, sorry.
I do find it funny. Fallout 76, well-deserved criticism, and has one of the best online communities. But like, literally, they came out.
Does it?
No,
No.
as a community,
Kindness,
non-toxic. Like new players starting off and people showing up and like, oh, here's some water, here's
Here's
some
some
early crafting
supplies
materials.
for
Go
you.
fuck.
That's super weird because
Yeah, I
all
know.
the early reports were just like, nah, this game's ass. And the people in it are just as ass.
Yeah,
Like-
that's
like-
completely
like-
changed
like-
because all of those players got fed up and left, and the people that actually care about the game are the ones that stayed.
Yeah, so like nowadays, like if you start off as a new character, people are like, oh my god, you're such a low level. Hey, do you need help with
Yeah.
anything? Like, here's crafting materials, here's stuff.
I had a guy literally shoot me one
Oh,
time.
Dance
I was
has
walking
put a
through and
link
he
in
shot me.
the comments that is Dark Phoenix related, but I'm not seeing a link, so I don't know what that means.
Literally, guy shot me, and I literally turned around and was like, "What the fuck?" And I was like running, and he was like, and he was on proximity chat and was like, "Hold up!" And I turned around, and he was like, "I'm not trying to kill you. I'm trying to get your attention. Like, I have supplies for you." And he was like, "Take this shit."
I don't
And he
know.
started
They
throwing
put
stuff
Battle
down, and I was
Royale in
like,
it, and I was.
Oh, we're getting to that. We're getting to that.
What?
After Fallout 76, when they came out and Todd Howard was like, sorry guys, that's our bad, but thanks for dealing with us and getting all this stuff. Now we're going to switch gears to Elder Scrolls Blades, which has become the second #1 mobile game that they've released out of 2. So 2 out of 2 for mobile games. And then Solo Battle Arena's got some jewelry system, Dragon Quest line available starting tonight. Then they're also putting it on the Switch with crossplay, and it's playable at the Bethesda booth and the Nintendo booth, and there's exclusive E3 giveaways, which I've already
A
gotten.
little weird. Why is it coming on Switch?
For people
Blades?
that don't want to play it on a phone. I know a lot of people... I was specifically talking to somebody last night that was like, oh, it's coming to Switch, I'll actually play it. I don't want to play a mobile game. I was like, but it's the same game.
I never. But
Literally
hold on.
Identical.
Hold
I
on.
like the controls better.
A, I like having a
I'll give you
controller in
that.
my hand better. B, for me, when I'm actually out and about, the last thing I want to do is kill my phone battery sitting in a car. I'm sitting around going, fuck, I need to go through
I thought you
and,
had
like...
a mobile battery pack with you.
Yeah, I quit using them because of the fact, and I don't know if this is true or not, but I've heard from multiple people, so I was like, I'm just not going to fuck with them unless it's absolutely necessary. But people that go through and use those daily, it actually slowly drains your battery worse, and it kills your battery. My battery on my iPhone 10 is already depleted 30%. Like, when I charge it and it says 100, it's only at 70.
I'll give you
Yeah,
that.
no, I know.
The front row of guys during Bethesda were actually pretty obnoxious, like constantly like yelling, screaming, and that
You
kind
mean
of
like
shit.
everybody at every press conference because everyone was fucking yelling?
It was hype.
You're breathtaking.
Yeah,
Thank you.
when that guy did that, every other press conference, anytime it got quiet, some dumbass was shouting something trying to get noticed.
Love you. Yeah, I love you too. Anyway, blah blah blah. Like, yeah. Anyway, sorry. Elder Scrolls Blades was over. Then they went back to Fallout 76. So there's a new expansion called Wastelanders. They I at least never saw this in the original game. Bows and arrows.
Oh yeah,
Were those in Fallout 76?
I
originally?
never
I
saw
never got that far.
yeah.
So, yeah. They added bows and arrows. They're adding in NPCs.
Which-
they're also.
Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say they're also adding in like actual choices with consequences, and it's a free update coming out this fall.
So it's basically now
Fallout.
Fallout.
But with that said, everyone that's talking and like hating on it online, going, well, they're just going back on it. They said there weren't going to be an NPC. Yeah, well, it is a community where they're sitting there listening to what players want. That literally means they're listening to players. That is
Well-
good for the community.
To which people were like, okay, now, but they're just pandering to their audience. I was like,
Isn't
wait,
that what companies should be doing?
so?
If I'm paying you
do you
money,
want
I
this
want
shit
what
that
I
you
want.
want, or do you not want it? If you don't want it, we cannot put it in the
I'm
game.
not one
Like,
of these people. Why are you yelling at me?
yeah,
You!
I'm the one that likes to argue.
but no, but yeah, consequences and choice, awesome, free update, fall 2019. They're adding in new quest lines and story.
Did you already say Battle Royale?
We're getting to that. So year 1 was about settling the wasteland, but year 2 is actually about people like returning to claim it. And the 10th through the 17th, so it's still going on for the next 5 days. You can play it for free,
Which is
including the beta test for the new game mode called Nuclear Winter, which is Battle Royale, but it also has PvE involved with the Battle Royale.
So I totally thought that was a joke.
The
No.
Battle Royale?
Yes.
No,
I
it's
was
a real
watching
Oh,
thing.
when
that.
you said that to me. Oh, okay. No,
So
no,
the
no.
winner actually
Yeah.
takes over. So the winner actually becomes the overseer of Vault 51.
Yes.
Well, I
That's
get
what you win.
No, I get that, but like I was watching that and I'm like, this is just a joke. They're gonna like do something different. Oh, there's gameplay. Oh, there's serious. Oh, there's a firing. Oh, this is a legit thing.
Yeah.
Like I just kept. I wasn't like actually expecting that.
Yes, dialogue trees and everything. I'm really excited for
What about dialogue bushes?
They're a
Depends
little
on
bit
how much
more
you shave.
shrubbier.
Shrubbier.
But yeah, no, there's also exclusive perks and exclusive perk leveling up and stuff like that with being like the head of the, like the overseer for Vault 51 and stuff. So that's pretty cool. After that, they showed off Ghostwire Tokyo. Holy shit, does that game look amazing. Again, I know there's no gameplay. Concept still looks cool. Shut the fuck up, let me have this.
To be fair, I have a lot of concept of games that sound super cool and look super cool, but they don't look cool because I never made them.
Yeah. But like, so Ghostwire Tokyo,
Completely ignored
do
me.
you know anything about this one?
No, I've never even heard of it.
Long story short, it's an action-adventure game. And the whole point is you're trying to rid the city of supernatural evil. It looks spooky as shit. Conspiracies and the occult. Looks very interesting. Basically, people are disappearing.
Didn't that game just come out already?
What? No.
With the occult and all that shit?
Mm-mm. No. I think you're trying to think of like Sinking City or whatever, which is
No.
about to come out.
Call of Cthulhu.
This game is
No,
years
the
off.
game that the developer just closed down right after they released their game.
No.
I got the game bought for me. So
I
it's
don't
already out.
know what that is.
They had classes. Reaper was one of them. Got a big old machine scythe.
I don't know. Anyway, but no. So basically, people are disappearing around the city, and you kind of have to find out why. But it's one of those where the way it's set, it's from the same developers that did Evil Within, which phenomenal games. And then the woman that they had come out and talk about it, my God, is she not the most adorable person ever? Like
She
everyone,
was so excited about
everyone
this game.
on the internet is just like, I want to just like wrap you up and protect you and keep you from the evil world. Like you are the most adorable of muffins. Like that's an exact comment I saw. Like it's kind of hilarious, but like it's one of those where like she came out and she was like, "Sorry, my English not good," and then like talking, and then she like ended with like, "Okay, konnichiwa," and then like running off stage and stuff like that. But it was like,
So every weeaboo
She was
on
a
the
hard-
entire
Right.
planet was just like,
"Oh
yes,
goodbye." 100%. It was great. It was great. But yeah, and then I don't remember what. Oh no! In between different stuff, they had different videos, and one of the in between the next video, there was this guy who ended. He was like, guys, like I love what you're doing with Bethesda. I've been a huge fan of you guys, and I just have to say, please, more dragons. So immediately after that was Elder Scrolls Online, and then they were just like, oh yes,
You're the
obviously
dragon.
there's more dragons. But the first note I put, have you seen the new trailer for ESO? For Elsewhere? All I have to say is I think Bethesda is trying to dethrone Blizzard for best trailers for an MMO, because that new trailer
It was incredible.
incredible. Like, I mean, I would watch that movie easily, 100%. Like, Blizzard always is like typically known for like making the
they also
best trailers.
did make a movie, so continue.
Blizzard?
Blizzard did, yeah.
What?
Warcraft?
No, I mean, no. Hold on.
The fucking movie?
Blizzard's
based on their
animation
IP?
department did not make a movie. The people that. So,
I'm teasing you.
Yes.
I know.
sorry, that's my
So
point.
Serious.
I would watch a fucking Blizzard like
Animation
movie,
Yes, I know.
100%. Their art department and their writing is just incredible. Like this trailer for ESO was just amazing. Yeah, Dragonhold is going to end the season with the dragon, and then there's also Scalebreaker Raid DLC, yada yada yada. Then they announced another mobile game for some stupid reason, because it's one of those where it's like, oh, but Elder Scrolls Online is not the only game from ZeniMax Online. It's not the only game from ZeniMax Online. We got a new game coming out, and it's a mobile game. And I was like, wait, so
What is it?
it's Commander Keen, which I'm assuming you don't know what Commander Keen is.
That's correct. That's a good
Joey, you should buy a PC and get back in with us because we play it on ESO, or we play ESO on PC all the time. Just saying. But no, yeah, Commander Keen is an old series from id Software, but like I don't know, like child 2D platforming, typical it was their foray into something that wasn't Doom or Wolfenstein.
Oh yeah,
But yeah, it's
Doom.
well, which is really funny because like so your main protagonist in that game is Billy. But then when Billy does something, he turns into this alter ego, Commander Keen, and he uses his imagination to create this world and plays through blah blah blah.
So Shazam.
Well, no, it's all in his imagination. It's not actually happening. So you're playing through like what he's
Sucker
imagining,
Punch.
basically. So
Good reference.
yeah,
I like that movie. Anyone
no,
else?
not enough people have seen that movie.
What movie?
It's Sucker Punch.
Really
Point
good.
taken. But no, but what's funny is so this one, Billy is now grown and he's an adult. So he has 2 twin children named Billy and Billy.
So
that
it's
are
Billy,
pointing-
Billy,
Shut the fuck up.
What?
That's serious. It's Billy, Billy, and Billy, but they're all spelled different.
Yes.
Billie, Billy, and then.
But what's funny is the main
BILLI,
storyline on
I
this
think.
mobile game is actually like
Get the fuck
a
out.
remake of the original game.
Corey, you're
I'm
great.
just like, I'm so lost interest.
I
The second you said Billy, Billy, and Billy, I just wanted to fucking hit myself in the head.
But if you want to go kick some asteroid, you can sign up for.
Alright, guys.
It was just as funny the second time. Thank you for making me remember that terrible joke. Even I didn't like that.
Corey's like, well, I've been Corey.
He's like, he's
Thanks for
like,
watching the
I'm the
podcast.
fucking bard, and that was terrible.
Next thing, the next big announcement was Fallout Shelter. Hit 150 million downloads. Then the
Nice.
next big announcement was Elder Scrolls Legends. They had a trailer, and the only thing I have to note on the trailer is a mudcrat trying to walk down the stairs was really funny.
Thanks.
And then Moons of Elsewhere expansion's coming out. Rage 2 is apparently all the rage.
Fucking next.
No. So they're adding in new. Is it free DLC? Or no, it's the All the Rage DLC.
Corey's
That's
just
what's
like,
called.
It's on.
It's the All the Rage DLC. They're adding in new cheat codes.
We'll
new
get to
vehicles,
Stellaris, okay? They added,
Rise of the Ghost
some stuff for
expansion. You get new enemies.
I didn't even
New
know that.
Stellaris.
new
They
characters.
didn't. I'm just trying
new,
to keep you interested.
New vehicles. New gameplay modes. New
I'm
areas.
happy
New storyline.
because I'm playing Rage 2.
Yeah, I need to sit down and play Rage.
Yeah, same.
I need to play the first one because it had John
Wolfenstein
Goodman in it.
is releasing a new game. Wolfenstein
John
Cyber
fucking
Pilot.
Goodman.
Do you get to kill Hitler?
Yes.
I don't think
I have no
Hitler is allowed to be in these games anymore.
They can, just not in Germany.
Yeah, in Germany. they
He's in
have a different
Argentina,
symbol.
setting up.
Anyway, Wolfenstein Cyber Pilot. It's a VR game. You play a hacker that takes over Nazi war machines and you attack the
Brazil.
Nazis.
Brazil. is
Oh
what
yeah,
they're doing.
yeah. The fucking
No,
mudcrap was great.
Argentina.
Is it?
Yeah.
I thought he fled to Brazil.
What does Stellaris have to do with
I just set
anything?
up. Never mind. This is not the time for this.
I'm just trying to keep Corey interested, so I'm saying game titles he likes.
No.
I said Stellaris.
Oh,
Yeah,
I didn't even
so-
hear that.
I
Stellaris.
know.
Yeah, you were going on a
You
long
were
rant,
like-
and Corey's
We're
just like looking
all
like
about rage.
his eyes
I'm
are
like-
just glossed over.
Two people, those here are like, yeah, rage, and I'm just like,
Literally, you went like
another
the,
few more conferences left. Let's go.
literally,
Uh,
you just—it's the fact
well-
that you were like Elder Scrolls Legend next, okay, and then we went to Rage next.
But no. Stellaris is on Xbox One now.
Chair is killing
Yeah, I already know that.
Which that just seems like a weird game to play with.
No, they apparently changed a whole bunch of different shit, so it control a lot easier.
Anyway, Wolfenstein Youngblood. It's bigger than any of the other Wolfenstein games that have previously been made.
I
It's
fucking
co-op
hope
for
so.
Youngblood. BJ's missing in Paris, and you play his twin daughters looking for him. 1980s Nazi occupied Paris, July 26th. Arcane Leon has a new game coming out called Deathloop.
Okay, yeah, I was like, can we just...
Deathloop's the one I heard about, only that it's like Groundhog Day, but death, and that's it.
It looks like Groundhog Day if Groundhog Day was a Quentin Tarantino grindhouse movie.
Yeah, that's
So
actually
Hotline
really good.
Miami, but a loop.
Hotline Miami as a third-person shooter in a loop.
Okay.
But I mean, like,
I don't know. The art looks almost more like Dishonored.
Yeah.
but
Same
it's
company.
Arcane Leon. That's their art style.
No, I'm
It's,
just
the same
saying.
people, it's the exact same people that made Dishonored.
I know that's what I'm saying. Like the best way, I would say it would be a better way to put it.
But
is like
so
Dishonored.
you basically
It's
just
not
keep
like
doing a
just anything.
cycle, and there are two rivals that are fighting, and you have to kill each other to try to break the cycle or to keep the cycle. And it's set up like a grindhouse film. Looks
The problem
awesome.
is, even when you break the cycle, guess what happens?
Looks like you also
Fucking
have
loops.
right, but it also looks like a lot of the character abilities are a lot of the same stuff from Dishonored. I'm sorry, Corey. I know you're really pissed off at me,
No,
but you can
I'm
suck
not.
a dick
Oh,
right
I'm
now.
not mad at all. My eye is really itchy.
Uh-huh.
I have allergies.
I hear if you stay with the same assassin for so long, your cycles sync up.
Here's the thing I really do like. The other big thing is Orion.
Never mind. You'll get that
Ryan.
later. You'll get that later.
It is a new software developed to stream games. By incorporating Orion at the engine level, it provides latency and bandwidth, or better latency and bandwidth for streaming games.
Air
Okay, never
conditioning.
mind. Go
My
ahead.
AC just kicked on.
Yeah.
And then they were like all other things, the real true question is, can it play Doom? So they brought somebody out and played Doom 2016 on a standard Android cell phone with a wireless controller, and it was an iPhone?
Yeah, go iPhone.
Oh, I thought it was an Android. Anyway, yeah, they played Doom 2016 on an iPhone with an Xbox controller and had zero problems running it at 1080.
It ran
and
it better than the
like,
Switch does.
Yeah. It looks amazing. Like, holy shit, it looks amazing.
When did it go from can it run Crisis to can it run Doom?
2016.
Because
the whole
nobody
joke
can
is-
run
no,
Crisis.
Hold on. The
Yeah,
whole
it should
joke
still be the.
reference they're making is like there's ATMs that run the original Doom now.
Yeah.
There's smartwatches that run Doom, like calculators that run Doom. Like it's this constant like
That-
trying to get the original Doom on as many devices as possible.
It's
It's
kind of
actual.
lame.
There's a community behind that. So that was a joke they were referencing, kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah, with your fucking knife when you went through, like,
Yeah.
and I was like, be careful, and you're like,
That is literally the time because that's right where it hurts.
Doom Eternal game looks fucking amazing. Sprawling landscapes look amazing. Heaven, Hell, and Sentinel Homeworld and Beyond are the locations. It's the ultimate power fantasy. Nothing can stand in your way. Always something new to throw at you. There's always new stuff added into the game. Like even far into the game, you're getting to like
I
new
didn't even
content.
save my fucking
It's also supposed to be a
Nintendo.
lot about movement, right?
I mean, like the
You
previous
got,
Doom.
you-
I mean, you
Shotgun
do get,
grappling hook.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
gonna say
All you
you get a
need.
shotgun grappling hook. That's
But
fucking awesome.
apparently there's like a tracer blink too.
Oh, I didn't know that.
It was in the trailer.
Into the game.
See, I'm on shit.
Uh,
Fuckers.
you can demo it at E3. It comes out on November 22nd.
Oh, really?
They have a collector's edition available. I've already bought it. Doom Battle Mode is a new game type.
Your room is gonna be nothing but statues at some
know.
point.
You know, you need to still
I
have room
seriously
for
think
us,
I need to
right?
get rid of the
Right.
Halo stuff right here. Take them upstairs, and I think everything up there is just going to be Bethesda.
Here pretty soon, you're just gonna literally have statues at every spot, and you don't even need us.
I'll just
No,
have the statues.
it'll
up
be
for
a
me.
statue with a smartphone. We're just on Skype.
I was gonna say I don't even need
It'd
statues.
be like the Tea Party from Toy Story.
I'll just punch Ruckus and then it'll talk into the mic for me. I don't even need anybody else.
Did you hear Shannon?
No, Tea Party what?
It's
It was
gonna
like,
be.
like the Tea Party from Toy Story. Mrs. Nesbitt.
Oh, I'm Mrs. Nesbitt. But no, there's a new game type in Doom called Battle Mode. 2 players control demons and 1 player controls the Slayer. So it's a 2v1
Raining blood.
asymmetrical thing. It looks fucking awesome. It looks incredible. And again, obviously Doom Eternal's coming out. Oh my god, I cannot wait for this soundtrack.
still need to finish the first Doom. We're like halfway through
Hey,
it.
you know what happened in
Yes,
the first Doom? You kill everything.
Devolver Digital.
Spoiler alert.
Devolver Digital is going to be really, 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 really short. So much funny use of non-profanity because like, holy shikes, like
Saturdays for the boys.
what? I don't even.
It's the Churdleys. It's a video you showed me a long time ago that I've showed people.
I don't remember that at
Where
all.
they're just like,
He showed you.
shit that-
You've shown a million
I
people
know,
he doesn't remember.
I know. It's like, let's have a heckin' good time. You get the fudge out of here, you mother fudgers.
I don't remember. I'm gonna have to look this shit up.
Yeah, it's like a guy, he goes to answer his phone, he's like, sorry, babe. Saturdays for the boys.
Oh yeah, okay. Now that you
I
mentioned that, yes, I
slightly
do
remember that.
Yeah,
Anyway,
continue.
yeah, no. So the whole thing. You've seen Devolver Digital press conferences, right?
Yeah,
They're
Seriously?
out there.
I have.
Oh, okay. So like they're all about like fuck this, fuck that, blood, gore, fuck. Like
She
but-
ripped someone's like trachea out in the first like 30 seconds.
right.
Of this
And then she's
thing.
like, why the frick can't I frickin' say frick? Like holy schnikes, guys, this is frickin' ridiculous. But it's because she's been sucked into the computer from the last one, so there's a glitch in the system, and it makes it so that way she can't cuss and all this other stuff.
Dude, Devolver's fucking crazy. Dude.
I love Devolver.
Their
I'm
shit
sorry.
is just out there.
But no, yeah, new game coming out. Or well, I guess it's already out, but Fall Guys. They're
That
adding-
looked
You mean just mean the other guys?
You say
like,
that's
have a
already
problem?
out. I've looked it up on everything. There is nothing about that game at all except for an August release date.
Okay. Anyway,
I
Fall
haven't seen
Guys
anything on it.
is
It
super
looks
tits awesome.
great.
Super tits.
That's what she called it.
It's exactly what it is. Fall Guys, super tits awesome.
It's
and then
literally
it plays the trailer.
It's a battle royale, but it's all done. You basically play like a little what looks like a gummy figure, and
It's a physics-based like obstacle course.
I wasn't talking at all. What he said.
Totally accurate battleground simulator.
but an
No,
obstacle course.
it's an
So
obstacle
it's like
course.
you got to run from point A to point B, and then every time you get killed, it's got a counter on top that says how many people are left, and then that
So it's this giant obstacle course you have to
Isn't that
run
a
through, but
Halo
it's like
game type?
constantly like.
probably
Right, talking about Death Run, but
Yeah.
like Gmod.
kind of.
That is what I'm talking about. Go on.
We'll get to Gmod games here in a little bit.
What
There's
the
also
fuck?
we're also
Never really. Just go to Nintendo.
It's
the
the
only
Gmod
conference
that
that
sucks
ever
games,
ends.
Hold on, we'll get to it. Another game they announced was Devolver Bootleg.
This is funny.
I heard about that.
If you go to devolverbootleg.com, you can get a link to a Steam page and buy a game that is Devolver Digital's cheap knockoff of Devolver Digital games.
It's 4 games that are ripping off their own games, and they're
So
very
like,
generic.
instead of enter
So
the gungeon,
stupid.
it's like
Enter the dungeon.
no, it's like enter the gun to dungeon, and it
I saw Enter the Dungeon.
no. But then like there was another one that was like Hotline Milwaukee.
Oh
So,
yeah, I saw that.
like that kind of shit. Like it looks so great.
It's only like $1.
Other new game that got announced that looked actually really cool. It's called Carrion. It is a reverse horror experience. So instead of like, no,
So it's happy.
so picture an
That was
alien
the most
game,
innocent
but
thing
instead
answered.
of playing like the person that's being hunted by the alien, it's
Oh
like
my
you
God.
are like
Alien.
like an octopus type
Tentacle
thing.
monster. Blah, 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 like that.
Yeah, and you
Just
you
like
do
that,
tentacle
yeah,
monster
that's
up into thing, and you can go into like crawl spaces and go through, and you're trying to like eat all the people on the base. You play an escaped experiment, and it's
tired of slapping.
terrorizing a research facility. It comes out in 2020,
It's like a small rampage.
and then also they announced another new game coming out in 2020. Enter the Gungeon, House of the Gun Dead.
It's an arcade cabinet. It's a real fucking thing.
It's Enter the
It's a
Gungeon for
fucking
arcades.
arcade
It's
cabinet.
Ghost Squadron.
It
but-
literally had a
Well,
website. It had
but-
a website and was like, "Hey, if you're a business, go here to apply to go through and buy a cabinet for your business."
Yeah. Or
Like,
buy it
it's-
for your house. We don't care. You can have money you're just sitting on. But no,
That's what they
so
said.
like, but
I'd be
it's
taller.
literally Enter the Gungeon as a first person arcade shooter dungeon crawler. Like it like I mean picture Enter the Gungeon but first person and then clear each room.
I don't
done
want
next
to
room.
picture it.
It looks good.
You guys remember Minecraft Dungeon?
Yes.
Remember the world was so, bright.
long ago.
I was gonna say that was an hour and a half ago. New free DLC July 11th for the Messenger called Picnic Panic. And then my friend Pedro has an official release date of June 20th.
Corey will wake you up.
That's the end of
It's
Devolver.
so good.
VR showcase. I'm gonna skip a whole bunch of this because
I didn't watch any of this.
Who has VR here?
No. Oh, dude. Yeah, what do you? Oh,
hold
you.
on. Ready
I
for
know
this?
Nick did.
Ready for this? Ready for this? You'll like it. Team Fortress 2 in VR, but they couldn't get the stuff to work right, so they changed your body to a hot dog. It's called Meat Fortress.
That's a real thing. That's a real fucking thing. You're literally a hot dog. It's Team Fortress with a hot dog.
It's Team Fortress with hot dogs.
What the fuck?
Made by Valve. This is legitimate.
I want to play their Boneworks game.
Replay out.
Well, it's just a bonus game version of it.
But yeah, no.
long story short, budget cuts. Game for the PSVR. Looks like a combat game where you got to take out robots. Every time you kill a robot, you gain money for your company. Every time a robot does damage to you, you lose money for your company. But everybody in the future is now being replaced by robots. All of these robots are taking everybody's jobs, and you need to kill all these robots. No, this is the VR showcase.
That's right.
Curious Tale of the Stolen Pets. You play through your imaginative character or areas from your childhood memories. Looks really cute. Go through a world that you created as a child so you can solve puzzles to help the day. Angry Birds Under Pressure. It's Angry Birds in VR. Doctor Who, Edge of Time. Takes place in different worlds and different timelines within the Doctor Who
can
universe.
you put Angry Birds? Fucking VR.
I mean, we got Cuphead and Teslas. So, I mean, like, what else is getting there?
Yeah, but that's acceptable.
New
Coming
game.
soon to glasses.
New game called Disciples
Google
of Dawn.
Glasses.
New game called Disciples of Dawn. All I have is creepy looking game. Looks like you're supposed to find your brother.
Dad?
Looks like you're supposed to find your brother.
Yeah, budget cuts is pretty cool. It's coming to PlayStation VR. I'm getting to the sequel soon here in a second.
Please, no.
Lo-fi flight game reminds me of Bounty Hunter, but it actually has.
I'm excited about that.
I'm really excited for this because Bounty Hunter was a huge. Actually, it was a terrible game that like
It
was supposed to come out. It was created by ValueSoft, and I found it for $1 at half price books, and it was one of my most beloved games from my childhood.
I agree.
It's,
It literally is basically imagine you're a bounty hunter inside Fifth Element.
and like
You have, like,
you
flying
only see the
cars
inside
that
of the
fly
ship.
around,
You're,
like-
you're the pilot in the ship, and you only see the cockpit. And you're sent to go like find people and arrest
bounty
them
hunter.
so you can like do stuff or kill them.
I want Dog the Bounty Hunter.
But it
They have that as a
basically looks like
VR
that
game.
game.
You could
Um,
motorboat
I
his
want-
wife's boat.
This is
I
an
want,
awesome game.
I want Dog the Bounty Hunter in VR, but from Cartman's perspective on the episode
Yeah.
of South Park where he plays Dog the Bounty Hunter.
Agreed.
Yes.
I don't want that either.
Here's
And literally the wife, dude. No, Corey.
God,
The
you're talking
wife.
about all these fucking tangents, and here we go.
Corey.
No, he's just like, I don't want that either.
The wife. The wife is like this tall,
Life of the Legend.
Yeah, I know. I've
and you
seen
can't
it.
see her face because her
It's
boobs are
true.
just like
I've
right in
seen
her
it.
face. It's
I've
fun.
seen it.
I'm
I
saying
just-
you can motorboat that
I
better
just,
than you could.
no, I just like the way you're just like, I don't want that either.
Here's the next VR game I'm actually excited for. Corey, you could probably have some fun with this. So, Akron, Attack of the Squirrels. So the way it works is... No, hear me out. It's a party game. It's a party game.
He looks so disappointed.
Hold on. Attack of the Squirrels.
Copy the table.
Okay.
No, they can't hear us. It's okay.
You're like, Corey, you have a lot of fun. This Attack of the Squirrels.
It's the tree versus the squirrels. Hear me out. You play a tree. Hold on.
Do you hear yourself?
You play a tree. And you're trying.
VR tree. You're just T-posing this whole time.
Listen to me. You're a tree. You try to defend your acorns from getting stolen by the squirrels.
Why are we even podcasting this?
Guys, I really think I'm gonna pass
Because
out.
I'm actually gonna buy this so we can play this.
I'm gonna pass out.
You play the tree, and you're defending your acorns from being stolen by the squirrels. Everyone that is in your room is on their cell phones, and they're the squirrels trying to steal the acorns. So it's a party game.
Oh, I get it. It's just, you're just like, you'll have great fun with this.
You're like,
Attack of the Squirrels.
You're like, this game was made for you. And then he was like, Attack of the Squirrels.
Corey, I mean, you always wanted to be a tree.
But no, like, weren't you having issues with motion sickness quite a bit when we were playing VR games and stuff like that?
I definitely was.
So like, it's a game that like one person plays in the VR, and then you can play on your mobile phone and like play. So we
I'll
can
be honest. In
It's a
my
party
head,
game.
I just imagined this.
Yeah.
Get the fuck off my tree!
I was like,
No, it's
All
literally.
jokes aside, I
it's-
do think this game looks fun.
It's literally you got
It
your two
sounds
motion controllers
stupid
and you got
until
to
you see
smack
it.
them off of you, or like pick them up and throw them, or like basically you can look down and find sap and then throw sap to be like a trap so that way they get stuck in the sap and that kind of stuff.
The best part of this whole thing was the fact that he's like, no, it gets better. It's good, okay? So you're trying to defend your acorns.
Walking Dead Onslaught. They're working with AMC to try to make this game the best that it can be. Your ammo count is on your wrist, but the melee combat looks fucking amazing. Keep going. Hotel R&R. Looks like it's made from the same
Dude, my
people
throat hurts.
that do like Job Simulator, the Rick and Morty game, that kind of stuff. It looks a lot like that game. The opening of the trailer for it actually reminds me a lot of the video "Smack My Bitch Up" by
What?
"Smack My Bitch Up" by The Prodigy. Come on.
Corey's out.
Change my bitch up.
He's leaving.
Smack my bitch up.
Anyway, you play a rock star who
Corey, you wanna play Monopoly or
is
something on our phones
basically
on?
like wrecking hotels, and then every time you die, you go to either heaven or hell. And based on whether you go to heaven or hell dictates what items you have the ability to purchase, so that way when you are brought back to life in that room, you bring those items with you to further wreck the hotel rooms and stuff like that. But yeah, basically just, yeah. Another one, I don't even have a name, it just says spy game that's all I have written. PSVR, Mini Mech Mayhem, Tabletop Mech Combat Simulator. So like you're playing a game where you have mechs on a table, but it's like chess with mechs, but instead of trying to get down to the last thing, it's
So it's fucking mech miniatures that you can play with another human being, but in VR.
in VR. Yeah. Undead Citadel. It's a creepy horror fantasy RPG with zombies, dual wielding, and your weapons break. It kind of reminds me of like
The Wii U version.
I was thinking like what is the Warhammer Vermintide, but like with zombies instead of rats.
Nice.
In VR. Drunken Bar Fight is coming to PSVR with all the DLC. Pixel Ripped is retro games in VR. It's kind of interesting. So it's a VR.
Do I get
game,
to play as a tree? Because that's what I need to know.
Specifically
No,
with big acorns.
but you play a kid sitting in the classroom during
This
class,
is kind of cool, actually.
playing retro games on your Game Boy and trying not to get caught by your teacher.
So you have to play the games,
So
but
so
also
you're
like...
playing. So the game is you playing games and trying not to get caught. It's kind of fun. Golem is getting a PSVR physical release. Arizona Sunshine's coming
Golem?
to
I'm
what?
a horrible human being.
Golem. Yeah. It's a VR third person RPG.
Like Lord of the Rings?
No. Like Gollum is in like a stone golem.
Oh, okay, never mind. Continue.
Arizona Sunshine.
Yeah, I thought the same thing, because there is a Golem game coming out from...
Wait, that's a game.
what's their face?
I know
Arizona
about Arizona
Sunshine
Sunshine.
is coming to Oculus Quest in 2019. It's basically just a direct port.
Cool.
Dance Central is basically bringing raves to VR. Built-in workout routines that you can use. They're going to do 6 songs that are available through DLC, 32 songs on the track. Available now on Oculus Rift, Quest, and Vive.
You know, I might be able to get Kid to let me buy a fucking Vive or something if I tell her it's for exercising.
There you go. Lone Echo.
Squirrels.
They're doing a combo pack of 1 and 2. Lone Echo 2 is on the way. You are reprising your role from the first one. But the whole thing is about why is relationship so important. Stress Level 0 Boneworks is basically a Half-Life style thing, but you're fighting like frame characters. But it's a VR game from Valve that takes place in the
Yeah,
Half-Life
the
universe.
Boneworks game.
Yeah.
You know, that's what I was talking about. Node's been playing a lot of it, and
It looks
it
fucking
is-
cool.
well, mixed with the Valve's
Knuckles.
VR,
Yeah.
it actually looks really cool.
Battle Wake, pirate ship combat game, looks pretty cool. You get a multitude of weapons, and you can actually, if you get enough...
How many VR games are there?
I'm almost done. If you get enough multi-kills, you can summon creatures to attack your enemy ships, and there's a Warfare 4-player co-op mode that's kind of like, basically you're just sailing the seas and trying to conquer as much land as you can. Soulkeeper VR, Dishonored Knight is trying to avenge his family, skeletons and monsters, there's dragon riding. Whenever you put on a helmet, your helmet actually shows on screen in VR, and the mouth movement looks god-awful. This is a legitimate game you will be excited for.
I swear to God, if I have some of those squirrels.
Space Team.
Oh, okay.
as a VR game.
That sounds cool.
And then but while you're playing, there's you have a laser gun on the side, so stuff can be flying through, and you'll have to grab the laser gun and start shooting it while you're also doing all your stuff. Laser team, for those who don't know it, basically everybody has a panel, or space team. Everybody has a panel that they're looking at, and you have directions that are flip the nipple switch and turn the ray gun to 11 and that kind of stuff, but they're not on your panel. You have to shout it out, and the other people that
It's
are
a
playing
very
with you.
fun game to play in a decent sized group.
It is a blast to play.
It's
Yeah.
an app on the phone.
Yes, it is a free app on the phone. Audica is a rhythm shooting game. 22 songs, adds more with DLC. You can create your own avatar. Works for Steam, Oculus, and Vive. It's basically picture Hotline Miami, but set to a beat. Asgard's Wrath is a Norse mythology VR game. Loki is sending you to help Norse heroes to help them complete their sagas. Some puzzle mechanics, but it mostly focuses on combat with a fall 2019 release for Rift and Rift S. Smilegate game, Rogan, The Thief in the Castle. The dialogue was incredibly quiet on the trailer, which kind of pissed me off, but it looks really cool. It's like a puzzle-solving stealth game, but you have to go to different places, hear different things where people are talking, and then use that unlocks different communication, like a dialogue trees when you're talking to different people, and you have to solve a conspiracy that's going on within the castle walls. Looks a little odd though because it's a medieval game, but then one of the guards pulls out a walkie-talkie and starts talking to other people in the castle. Seems a little odd for a medieval game, but I don't know, whatever. Garden of the Sea, small island and a cottage. You're growing a garden, and you can become friends with the local animal life. And with the animal life, you can feed them different things to affect how they grow. Looks like a cute game. Crafting system is a lot like the Rick and Morty game. It's coming to Steam. Damned DLC for Arizona
I
Sunshine.
thought you said that the VR games are over.
I'm almost. Yeah. Damn DLC
There's
for
only
Arizona
18
Sunshine.
more.
More of the same VR zombie fighting game, 8/27/19. Abe is a location-based survival horror
This
game.
one sounded interesting.
It's an quote-unquote AI looking for love in all the wrong places. It's apparently based on a short film, but basically it's an AI robot that is kidnapping and torturing different people. You are the newest experiment, and it's trying to find different ways to force you to love them because you're a human and you're supposed to express love, so why can't you love this robot? But it looks a lot like almost Jigsaw style torture puzzles that you got to get through. Coming soon, but yeah. Aspire 1, a new stealth action first person shooter from Tripwire. At one point in time, the reason I'm calling this one out specifically, they have it set up so there's no motion sickness. If you have an issue with motion sickness, they actually have a specific mode that you can play where it takes the screen, and then while you still have everything, they make your focus like this area right here, but you can still see everything. They just put like a filter over it, so that way it actually focuses your attention to this, and if you see all this stuff having this stuff, you don't focus on it as much, and it actually helps with your motion sickness. So people even that have terrible motion sickness with games have had no problems with this game. Other cool thing is, so it's a first-person shooter VR game. At one point in time, he was trying to get through, but there's a guard patrolling right here, and he had nothing to do to distract the guard. He cocked the gun to load a bullet into the gun, popped the magazine, threw the magazine over here, bounced off the wall. Guard comes over here. He comes around, comes up behind, pop in the back, drops the guard, grabs the magazine, reloads, cock, done. I was like, it's really interesting, intricate ways of actually doing stealth mechanics that you can do in VR that you wouldn't normally be able to do in a normal game. Solaris Off-World Combat.
Hey, there was something about Solaris.
No, Solaris.
Oh.
Fast-paced multiplayer VR shooter. Nothing was really shown. Budget Cuts 2 is a new game of budget cuts, but this one is actually designed to be like a 007 James Bond spy thing. And it's coming out on all high-end VR headsets for 2019. And then there's a new game coming out, Pistol Whip. It's Beat Saber meets Super Hot. Beat Saber meets Super Hot if it was a John Wick game, is basically what Pistol Whip is. take out specific enemies at specific times and all this other stuff. So like you have to like shoot the enemies in rhythm with the music that's going on. And they actually teamed up with Cannabalin Records, which after they announced that, I went back and looked at their releases. Holy shit, some really good music. Really like high intense music. Okay, I'm gonna quickly go through PC Gaming Show. Vampire Masquerade Bloodlines 2 looks great. Supposed to be first quarter of 2020. The whole point is you're slowly adjusting to becoming a vampire, but you're having a relatively fun time doing it. So it's like
I do want to play this though.
They kind of described it as having a fun time going through vampire puberty.
I'm not so sure if I want to play this game.
But there's like other people that are having a bad time transitioning, so you have to go and help them make a transition better.
You're this vampire sex ed teacher.
Basically. Vampire
Your
sex ed.
body's gonna go through changes.
I just kind of see the Smosh sex ed music video.
I don't think I
Alright, so bam.
Yeah,
Go through titles. Game titles, go.
Just Starmancer, Dwarf Fortress in Space, basically. Chivalry 2 is made by Torn Banner and Tripwire.
The trailer looks stupid, but
I
continue.
didn't see the trailer. I was told the
It
first
just
game's supposed
it
to be
looked
great.
so
though.
like Mordhau is very smooth. Chivalry looks
What do
very
you mean?
clunky.
Okay.
This is supposed to be designed so that way you can beat a man to death with a chicken while quoting Shakespeare.
Yes. However, some people have slowed down the trailer. There's a part where you cut off a guy's arm, and then he swings again and cuts off the guy's head. But as he's swinging, the head flies off before the sword even hits him.
Are you serious?
So people are like,
Well, it wasn't the sword
Oh.
that killed him.
clearly.
Yeah.
The
He was
guy
just
hit-
using the sword to go...
No, the guy hit self-destruct.
No, then they showed off another game, Mosaic, which was kind of interesting. It was like a post-apocalyptic thing, but kind of proving that, like, everybody has lots of games that they just play on their phone where they're just doing this because it's giving them credits for different things, and then they can use
Tap
that fun.
games.
Basically.
It's a very expensive tap game.
Basically. Well, no. So this game is about breaking the cycle and trying to get the people out of the tap games because the tap games are
By
actually
making
designed
it
by
tap
the
game.
government. And so every tap that you're doing is doing something for the
Oh,
government.
this is
and
in game.
Yes.
I thought you were saying this is the point of the game, and I was like, what the fuck are you talking about?
No.
Okay.
So the way...
No.
Basically, the whole thing is about brainwashing and like 1984.
Big Brother,
Big
yeah.
Brother, yeah. But the game that everybody's playing and hitting is called Blip Blops. You can
$3.
You can collect trillions of blips. But
What is this, Blitz and shit?
well, so it's coming out in 2019. But Blip Blop is currently out now. You can actually download the game that everybody's tapping.
Blip Blop!
Yeah. Midnight Ghost Hunt.
I want to download that.
This is where we're getting to Gary's mods.
Oh,
So,
this is interesting.
this game is inspired by Ghost Hunt, or Prop Hunt, basically. You play, you have two teams. You have the Ghosts and the Ghost Hunters. Ghosts go and they hide in objects. Ghost Hunters come in. Now, what makes this different from Prop Hunt? You can control the prop, obviously, but like, say you're in a thing. If it, like you're hiding, the ghost hunters actually have meters that they can use to do like the EV readings or whatever, and it's like, oh, this thing is haunted because it's giving off X amount of things, so they know, well, that's a player, so they can attack it. The item, while they're possessing the item, they can throw themselves at the ghost hunter,
The item to
hit him in the
attack,
head, knock him
like-
out, and then they're like a ghost, and they gotta go find another thing before the other ghost hunters find them and stuff like that. So you can actually take out the ghost hunters while you're doing the thing, but if the ghost hunters kill all the people by the end of the 4-minute round, that's it. Ghosts are dead. Ta-da. If at least one ghost survives the 4-minute round, the doors lock, the windows shut, and there's no way to get out of the house. All the lights turn out, all the ghosts now glow bright red, and you have to murder all of the ghost hunters before their evac gets there within 4 minutes.
So that's kind of cool.
Interesting.
So it's a new take on Prop Hunt. It looks amazing. Unexplored 2. Game looks beautiful. Never played the first, but I kind of want to check it out now. It's a top-down.
So would you say the game's unexplored?
Probably, at least from my perspective. It's a top-down exploration RPG.
I'm not going to touch Square Enix.
This was also kind of interesting.
Squeenix.
Samsung 240 curved monitor. So
I am buying the fuck out
It
of
is
this.
a 240 hertz, 1500R curved display with G-Sync, 3001 contrast ratio.
There's only one
Comes
downside.
with a built-in stand. That was a feature.
Not $1,000 stand, built in.
Yeah. Built-in stand.
Is this a video game or?
No, this is an
No,
actual
Samsung
stand.
curved
Like
monitor.
Samsung at the PC
Curved
show
display.
was
This
like,
is
hey,
PC.
new monitor we're releasing.
Comes out mid-July. It is not 4K. Somebody asked, "Is it 4K?" He goes, "Not at that price point." It's actually under $400 for the 27-inch.
Yeah.
Wow.
What is it? 1080 then?
Yeah, it's 1080, but
It's either 1080 or 2K. They haven't explained, but they said it's
2K,
not
look it
4K.
up.
I'm gonna say maybe 1440, but
Funcom.
I don't think it was.
I can't imagine it is for that price.
I can't imagine.
Conan
yeah.
Unconquered looks like Warcraft, early Diablo, Moons of Madness, sci-fi horror Cthulhu Mythos coming out holiday. Conan Chop Chop was a game that was shown off on April 1st, and everybody was like, "Oh, it's an April Fool's joke because it's April 1st." No, it's actually legitimately
1920 by
a thing.
1080.
Okay. It is a Conan-themed Castle Crashers
That
game.
price.
It's like cyanide and happiness
I'm okay
graphics.
with 1080. 1080 looks beautiful.
But like it's one of those where
4K
like the
would be
trailer
nice, but-
released on April 1st and
No,
they came
it's
out and they're
not
like, no, it's
Yeah.
actually legitimately a thing. It's not a joke. Last Oasis, Outrun the Sun,
I can't
open world
afford to keep
multiplayer,
it.
player ran economy, post-apocalyptic, looked like steampunk Mad Max. Age of Wonders, Planetfall, new RTS, August, Steam, Xbox One, PS4. It's a 4X strategy game. Start a clan, try to survive. Zombie Army 4 Dead War, Nazi zombie game from the makers of Sniper Elite 4, set in 1946. Remnant from the Ashes
I
comes
actually would like this.
Yeah, it actually looks really good. Obviously, bosses look intense but manageable. Miniguns, chirp mines, you can set all that kind of stuff. Remnant from the Ashes, August 16th. It looks like a dark co-op action shooter. You're on an odyssey quest to save the universe, completely different from experiences with each play. So every time you play the game, based on decisions you make, it's the entire game itself, including your missions, NPCs, all that stuff is randomly generated. So every time you play the game, it's completely different. Cool. Griftlands, card-based combat game, looks really cool, great animation style. Alpha goes live July 11th. Planet Zoo. It is a modern-day zoo. Gameplay on YouTube. Shenmue 3, the wait's nearly over. Looks like Shenmue meets Crisis, Time Crisis. Some of the acting looks terrible.
So you mentioned the zoo and then you said Shenmue. My mind went to Wales.
Shenmue is actually coming out November 19th, 2019. I was
boy.
not expecting it to come out that soon.
Wait, what?
2019, November 19th.
Have you ever
Shenmue
played a
3.
Shenmue game?
I
Don't
thought
worry,
they.
neither have I.
I thought they moved it because it was coming out in August. And was it just November?
November 19th, 2019. That's exactly what they announced like 3 days ago.
3 months ago. Okay.
3 days ago.
Well, because originally it was coming out in August.
Oh, they probably pushed it back then. Songs of Conquest, music-based Heroes of Might and Magic adventure strategy game. So picture a dungeon crawler, but set to music. Vermintide 2 has new DLC coming out, including a versus mode. Looks cool. Paraspora is a terraforming game. Ancestors of the Humankind Odyssey, set in Africa. You play a group of apes. It's from the same people that did Assassin's Creed Odyssey. It's basically like you play different apes and mammals going from like 6000 BC up to now. Auto Chess comes out later this year, exclusive to the Epic Games Store. Vermintide versus Wonder Woman. Vermintide. Sorry. Crisis Tales, love letter to classic RPGs with amazing art. Val Ferris, heavy metal 2D side scroller. Borderlands 3, class mods give skills and increase skills. You have badass ranks now that are called Guardian ranks. Multi-phase boss fights again. Huge boss fights that are in different vaults. So like each vault will come with its own major boss fight. Multiplayer is set, so it's jump in, jump out. Is Maya's new companion, the Siren. Got it. Tiny Tina will be fighting alongside you. 50 level cap. Will have shift codes. Will have PvP. Transfer weapons between characters right at launch. And September 13th release. Maneater, standard Shark PG. Telling Lies is a spiritual successor to Her Story. If anybody knows what that is.
I've seen it, but
We
I
all
don't
know
care.
her story.
Well, I mean, you have a laptop. You try to use this woman's pictures and videos that you find on her laptop to piece together the story as to why she's gone.
This looked really cool.
It actually has 10 hours of video footage that tell the full story.
Okay.
It's starring Logan Marshall Green, the guy who starred in the movie Upgrade.
Yes.
He's basically like
Yeah.
like a.
Did
like
anyone actually see that film? Seriously, you guys all
so
need to watch
fucking
it.
good.
It's actually really good.
He's basically a.
Just like the Squirrel Tree game.
What's the guy's name, Joe?
Oh, he's
Larry.
basically like C-rate Tom Hardy.
I'd say B rate. He's not quite as good as Tom Hardy, but he's still.
Oh
Really good.
no, hold on. I need to rephrase it. I'm not saying his acting quality. I'm just saying literally he's done like 2 films.
Right.
I'm
but,
saying Tom Hardy is like.
but he looks exactly like Tom
Yeah.
Hardy. It's really weird.
It's like, hey, if you want Tom Hardy in your movie and you don't want to pay $1 million, like hire this guy.
Warframe is adding space battles.
His name's Bomb Hardy.
Adding space battles.
Bomb
New
Hardy.
announcement video on July 6th.
What's this game?
Warframe.
Oh yeah.
And then if you watch the reveal on July 6th, you get a free Tenko Prime. Genesis Noir. You view the Big
Corey
Bang.
can count just with his dick how many games he's been excited for out of all of these games you've announced today.
What about my
We
dick?
should probably.
I said you can count on your dick how many games you've been
Genesis
excited
Noir.
for.
Big Bang. As a Noir. Baldur's Gate
Instead of on
3
your
looks
fingers.
fucking amazing.
Baldur's Gate
One
3
game.
does actually look pretty good.
Yeah.
It is using 5th edition rules. It is a
Yeah, that was
prequel
cool.
to Baldur's Gate.
Question.
Sorry,
was cool.
sorry. It's a 5th edition rules. They are actually releasing a tabletop adventure that you can play that is a prequel to Baldur's Gate.
Question.
That is levels 1 through 13, and it'll be ready whenever it's ready.
Question. Since this is actually something we can discuss, because that's something I kind of care about, actually. So is this gonna play like? This sounds like a really dumb question, but I just want to make sure that this one is gonna play like Baldur's Gate 1 and 2, and not like Dark Alliance.
Correct.
Oh, I heard it's supposed to play just a little bit like
Well, it's
Divinity.
it's supposed to play like Divinity Original Sin, because that's the other thing is this is from the creators of Original Sin.
New Darksiders got announced today?
Oh
Yeah, Dark Souls Genesis. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have not heard
But no,
anything on
But
this.
yeah, no. So these are the same people that
that was
made
today.
Original Sin.
When did that get
Yeah, it's Larian Studios.
Yeah, which I do find funny. They said, "Hey, you should let us make Baldur's Gate," and they're like, "No." So they're like, "Okay." So they did Original Sin. They're like, "Now you should let us make Baldur's Gate 3," and they're like, "No." They made Original Sin 2. Original Sin got incredibly popular, and they came back and were like, "So you guys still want to make Baldur's Gate 3?" But yeah.
I would have
so,
said for $3 billion.
I do find it funny. Joe, I don't think you were around for any of this.
What press conference are we on?
Limited run games, very quickly.
I was there the whole time.
No.
Oh.
Yes. What I'm saying is,
No.
Limited Run Games is a company that takes games that are only digital
I know
and
what you're saying.
re-releases them as a physical media.
Sure.
Okay? So, there's a lot of games that, like Blazing Chrome, Freedom Planet, Turok 1 and 2, Blaster Master, Red Faction, that kind of stuff that they're putting on physical media. The big thing that they announced at the end of the press conference is they're also releasing all of the old Star Wars games. So, A New Hope, Empire Strikes Back,
Pod Racer.
Star Wars Episode 1 Pod Racer, that kind of stuff. Here's the catch. They're releasing them all individually and not as a full collection. The first game they're releasing is Star Wars Bounty Hunter for the PlayStation 4. Because it's already out on PlayStation 4, you can buy it digitally now, so they're releasing that for the PlayStation 4. The other stuff is more or less releasing for PC, except for the stuff that didn't come out on PC. Such as A New Hope and Empire Strikes Back. They are both releasing physical versions on Game Boy and NES.
My only thing is I'm sad that they're not bringing
64.
Jedi.
Yeah, Episode 1 Pod Racer. They're not bringing what?
Jedi. Are these not the SNES releases?
No, they are. No. So that is Super Star Wars,
Yeah.
Super Empire Strikes Back.
They're not.
Those are remasters of what they're releasing. So
Gotcha,
they're
okay.
releasing the non-remaster versions. So
Gotcha.
they took those and then remastered them with better graphics and released them on Super Nintendo as Super Star Wars, Super Empire Strikes Back, Super Jedi.
Gotcha.
But no, so they're releasing in the original media that they came out on. So Episode 1 Pod Racer is coming out on N64. Blaster Master, again, like I told you, is on Switch. They're releasing the digital version that you can get on Switch as a physical game. So when I said Blaster Master, because they made a new Blaster Master for Switch, and you were like, well, I still don't want to buy a Switch. I was like, but it's got Blaster Master, and you were like, anyway. But yeah, and then they're also doing Shenmue 3 Collector's Edition. They're doing 1,000 copies for PC and 4,000 copies for PS4. Ubisoft, Assassin's Creed Symphony was cool. Watch Dogs Legion, Assassin's Creed Symphony. They're doing a They're taking a symphony on tour around the world, playing the soundtracks from the Assassin's Creed games. Watch Dogs Legion. Watch Dogs
Look
3.
cool.
It looks really cool.
I like that you can be an assassin granny.
Yeah, that was awesome. Like that was probably
That
the
that
highlight
is
of
the
press
strangest I am acceptable with.
Yeah.
Not squirrel trees.
I'm a little curious how the whole thing works, like, because I didn't like. I don't want to say I didn't like Watch Dogs 2. I didn't like it anywhere near as much as 1 though, because I really I loved 1. Like, I thoroughly enjoyed 1.
I'm very happy.
Yeah, Switch has a new Blaster Master. It's called Blaster Master 0. Anyway,
I gotta get going.
so yeah,
Yeah, that's on me. I gotta open the one.
games come out.
Oh, it's 11:45. Wow.
What am I saying? No, with 1, the reason I liked it so much is because I really liked the main character. And like
Aiden Pierce.
Yeah, Aiden Pierce was awesome. He has a great backstory. You get to the point where like you really feel for him and all this other stuff. I don't know. I enjoyed it.
He sounds like Batman if he smoked 3 packs of Marlboro Reds a day.
It's a dark film noir. That's what his archetype is doing. Like
to be fair, he was a cooler looking Batman.
Yeah. Anyway, but like with this one, you don't actually have a character you play. You just play whatever NPC you happen to control at that point in time because you scan everybody, figure out what they're good at, and then take over that
Which
person.
makes me want to know what happens when they all die.
Then you gotta go find another one.
Okay, but what if you die before you find another one?
And you're the last one. There's probably one thing where it's like, hey, heads up, you can't do anything until you get one more person.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Type of a thing.
I would try to kill myself then.
Mythic Quest looks fucking amazing. Holy shit. They introduced Mythic Quest by starting off with shit, I can't remember the theme song. It's the theme song to It's Always Sunny, and Rob McElhenney comes out. Rob McElhenney has a new series out called Mythic Quest. It's a series about game developers that are making an MMORPG, and it starts at the release of their newest expansion, Raven's Banquet, and it's actually all the same producers as It's Always Sunny. It looks fucking weird.
Yes or no? This is a hard no. I think you probably.
What are you watching?
It's an ad.
Rainbow
Oh my
Six.
god, they're doing 2 ads on fucking YouTube now in front of videos?
Yeah, you didn't see that.
God, fuck YouTube. This song.
Yeah, it started out with that.
Like,
Rob
copyright?
McElhenney.
No, that's the whole reason this song is the theme of It's Always Sunny is they were like, okay, we spent all the money to film the pilot, we can't do a theme now. So they literally opened up a thing of all of the public domain songs and found that and were like, fuck it, take it.
Yeah, so
that's
that-
why it's also in SpongeBob.
That
it's
one
also
song
in...
we can actually get away with, no problem.
Yeah,
That's
literally,
funny, I know
it's completely public domain.
Rainbow Six now has 52 characters. Season 4, Warden uses glasses to be able to see through smoke and is immune to flashbangs because of his glasses. Adventure Time characters are now in Brawlhalla. Ghost Recon Breakpoint. Ex-Ghosts are now the bad guys. John Bernthal is the head. A lot of "We love you" heckling stuff going on. John's the head of the Wolves. He has the same trick as the Ghost, same gear, yada yada yada. Comes out on October 4th, 2019. September 5th, 2019 is the beta. Ubisoft has a new mobile game, Elite Squad. It's got characters from Ghost Recon, Division, Rainbow Six, and Splinter Cell. Looks a lot like the same gameplay from the South Park mobile game. Just Dance 2020 is Just Dance and is again releasing on the Wii. And you heard that right. Wii, not Wii U, not Switch. I mean, it is releasing on the Switch, but Wii. They are actually releasing a game on the fucking Wii. For Honor has a new limited game release. Sakura is the spirit of death. It's called Shadows of Hitori. It is a PvE, like,
Corey, you gotta read this. It just gets better and better.
it's a PvP For Honor event. Rainbow Six released a new game, or announced a new game. It's Rainbow Six Quarantine. It is a tactical horror 3-player co-op game set for 2020.
Trust me, just keep going.
Division's
I've already
free for
seen
this
it.
week. New stuff. New missions coming out with Episode 1, Episode 2, Episode 3. We're going back to New York. And the Netflix movie they announced going to be directed by David Leitch. Movie is directed by David Leitch, starring Jessica Chastain and Jake Gyllenhaal. Uplay Plus is their new subscription service. All Ubisoft games, all day one, PC only. Also comes with the deluxe editions of all of the games. And Uplay Plus will also be on Stadia in 2020. Roller Champions is roller derby meets basketball. Looks like sport from Alita Battle Angel. Alpha E3 demo, not on PC. Gods and Monsters. Gorgeous landscapes. When heroes need help, they turn to the gods. When the gods need help, they turn to you. For the makers of Assassin's Creed Odyssey, looks like a third-person action arcade or third-person action game. February 25th, 2020. Now we are going. There's a lot of information about stuff with Inside Xbox. Very long story short, Gears 5. xCloud has a public beta in October. Surge 2 was announced. PC Game Pass. Messenger's coming to Game Pass. Bleeding Edge. Phoenix Point, September 19th. Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. Elite Series 2. Or Elite Sniper 2. Watch Dogs Legion. Forza Horizon 4. Final list of
Lego
games.
cars.
Final games that are coming to backwards compatibility before they are no longer doing it again, and everything backwards compatible will be backwards compatible on Scarlet. Armed and Dangerous, Indiana Jones and the Emperor's Tomb, Legend of the Sphinx, all the original Splinter Cell games, Unreal Championship 2, Azura's Wrath, Battlefield 2, Enchanted Arms, Enslaved Odyssey, Far Cry 1 and Far Cry 2, Peter Jackson's King Kong, because everybody played that for the free 1,000 gamer points. Prince of Persia, Lost Sands, Syndicate, 2 Human, Unreal Tournament, Lost Undiscovery. Enhanced games for the Xbox One X. Banjo-Kazooie 1, 2, and 3, Perfect Dark and Perfect Dark Zero, Viva Pinata and Cameo. Sea of Thieves Anniversary. Mixer Invitational to show off the competitive play. Halo Sea of Thieves, have you logged in?
Not yet.
Log in,
I'll
you get
pull it
a
up.
free Halo
Did you see it?
stuff.
Spartan stuff.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
saw it.
June 10th through the 15th. Figurehead, whole sales, all that stuff. They did hit 8.4 million players and over 2 million new players since the anniversary hit. Age of Wonders Planetfall, 4X RTS. Vampire Masquerade Bloodlines 2, more info, Crossfire X. Zombie Army 4, Dead War, State of Decay 2.
Wait, why are we're like just relooping what we talked about?
Yeah, well, because this is Xbox's additional press conference. State of Decay 2.
There is stuff in there that's different though.
Gamer tags, you can now change your gamer tag, supporting over 200 different languages. Somebody already has the gamer tag that you want, you can still keep that gamer tag. They just add a suffix of 4 numbers to the end, just like Battle.net or Steam. So say Merlin Beard. You don't want to be Merlin Beard anymore. You can just be Merlin now, but you'll be Merlin, and then when somebody click on you on the profile, it will say your hashtag is hashtag 87164 or whatever. So like, what?
5 numbers.
My point being, it'll be hashtag 4 digits. So if you want to just be Merlin, but somebody already has Merlin, you can be Merlin, and then when you access the profile, it'll show up with the actual extra stuff. So that way you can still be
No
what
one
you
else
want.
will be Rocks, man.
Yeah, basically. Journey to the Savage
Rock.
Planet exploration game. Code Vein. It's a vampire JRPG. Tim Schafer announces Excel again for Xbox One. Double Fine. More stuff about Tim Schafer and his history. Red coming out August 20th. Halo
Yeah,
Infinite
musician.
trailer. More of the same Halo Infinite stuff. Game Pass coming to PC. Over 100 games are actually available now. Gamescom 2019, Germany. First Gears 5 Horde mode gameplay will be shown off. Square Enix opens up with Final Fantasy VII, and holy shit, does that gameplay look beautiful.
They look pretty cool.
The game will take two Blu-rays.
That did go
I
from
want
4 to
red
2.
rays.
Huh?
I want red.
No!
Yeah. Comes out 3/3/20. So I'm actually shocked it's actually coming a lot sooner than I thought. Life is Strange 2. Final Fantasy Crystal
I
Chronicles.
just realized something. We're reading this stuff and we haven't even talked about Nintendo. I think we've taken way too long talking about Microsoft.
Yeah, I was gonna say we're not gonna have any time to talk about it. Like,
Final
Nintendo's gonna
Fantasy
be
Crystal
its own-
Chronicles. Yeah, Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles. Can't wait for it. Octopath Traveler. Last Remnant Remastered is available now on the Switch. Dragon Quest Builders 2 is coming out July 12th for PS4 and Switch. Dragon Quest 11S is coming out this fall for Switch. Circuit Superstars, top-down racing game. Battalion 1944 looks like fun, competitive World War II first-person shooter. Square Enix is now putting all their music on Spotify, Apple Music, and 9 other streaming services. Kingdom Hearts 3 has new DLC. Final Fantasy 14 Online Shadowbringers new DLC. Dying Light 2 Spring 2020. Romancing Saga 3 and Saga Scarlet Grace are finally coming to the Switch, US for the first time. War of the Vision Final
Do me a
Fantasy
favor and
Brave
accept that.
Exvius is a new mobile game for Final Fantasy. Outriders. Oninaki. Final Fantasy 8 Remaster coming to
now
Switch,
that that's on your
Xbox,
phone,
PS4,
Zeke, you can
Steam.
text that back to me.
Avengers for the Square Enix looks fucking amazing.
Did not say anything.
It looks like what Spider-Man for PS4 plays like. Takes place in San Francisco. Thor, Tony, Cap, Hulk, Black Widow. It's a third-person action game. What is your question?
I don't have a question.
Oh, you were going like this, so it
Yes.
looked like you were like, what?
No.
You sound like a professor. What the fuck is your question?
I don't know. Like okay.
Questions at the end of class.
Taskmaster looks to be one of the main villains along with Abomination. Avengers are disassembled, and I will let you watch
Avengers,
the trailer, so I
disassemble.
won't actually say that next part. Single player and co-op. Avengers Day is the opening of the West Coast Avengers story, and tells of self-acceptance and learning that together we are mighty. They announced all of the voice actors: Travis Willingham as Thor, Jeff Sheen as Cap. Troy Baker is the Hulk.
damn, it still
Nolan
didn't work.
North is Tony
Thank you.
Stark, and Laura Bailey is
I'm trying
Black
to save
Widow.
it, and it won't let me
5
save
years
it to the
after
phone.
8 days when the main game takes place. Not gonna say that because that's a spoiler. That's a spoiler. Up to 4 players, online co-op. Regular content update for years. All regions, heroes, and story DLC will be free. There are no random loot boxes.
Screen recording.
Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Free
random
DLC?
loot boxes.
No random loot boxes. Free DLC. No pay to win.
Except that, well, yeah. Technically, everything that you just said is correct.
Yeah, they will have.
They are
different-
doing like, oh, you want to buy this skin or you want to buy this character, like this thing.
You
it's gonna
pay
be
this
like,
much money,
yeah.
you get that. There are microtransactions, but they're not going to be pay to win and that kind of stuff. It's specifically for skins.
I want to pay to win.
Early beta access
Alright,
comes to
yeah. I
PlayStation
don't
4
wanna
as
do it.
well as other access stuff. Probably. I will say, Square Enix had a great show, but what stole the show for me was the Nintendo Direct. Holy fucking shit. Luigi's Mansion 3 takes place in a hotel. You get new abilities such as Slam, Suction Shot, Burst, Gooigi, which is your co-op partner, that is AI controlled, or somebody else can jump
They
into
can
the
make
game
a
and play
bunch
it.
of other people play.
Yeah. It actually looks really good. Skyscraper mode is like a co-op mode where you have to clear floors.
Scare scrape.
Or Scarecraper, sorry.
Gosh.
Co-op mode, you have to clear floors of ghosts before the time runs out. The game I didn't realize I needed was Dark Crystal's Tactics. Or the
I
Dark
don't-
Crystal.
eh.
Dude, like that movie was so fucking good. The new series looks great, and they're doing a top-down tactical Fire Emblem style game but
Eh.
Dark Crystal. I'm sorry, I got a boner. Link's Awakening looks great. Has a new
That I agree.
thing, September 20th, 2019. So
That
it's
I
actually
was
coming out
happy.
very soon. Trials of Mana Remaster is getting a global release, in which it comes out early 2020.
Do you work tomorrow? Do you work again?
Friday.
Collection of Mana, Final Fantasy Adventure, Secret of Mana, and Trials of Mana is currently available on Switch.
Is Nintendo the last thing?
Yes.
I watched the Nintendo Direct.
Oh, okay. Witcher 3 Wild Hunt complete.
It was really
Looks
good.
good.
Yeah, it was
What-
pretty good.
Why did you say you were gonna play it until it?
Just because it looked like garbage.
Oh yeah, that was what I started. I forgot all about that 2 hours ago. They announced today it's in 520p.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it looks like it.
Jesus.
I mean,
Where have you seen it?
The Nintendo Direct.
It's in the trailer.
They
No,
showed
what I'm
gameplay.
saying is what they showed in the trailer was not Switch gameplay.
Oh.
It literally said like not running on a Switch,
It looked
and
like
the
Ocarina
screenshots.
of Time.
Well, but the screenshots that they've even been showing off are people being like, "Holy shit! I bet this is what it's gonna look." And like, the articles I've seen that say gameplay is like, "Wow, this is probably what it's gonna look like." Nintendo said they have not yet released any footage of it, unless I am mistaken.
I mean, you could. It was kind of pixelated because I remember I played Witcher a lot, and there was like that certain tree that they were showing, and it was like.
For whatever reason, I feel like when Nintendo does any kind of trailer, no matter what it is, they basically take, okay, we're going to take the game and make it look really nice, and here's what it looks like. Now we're going to put a filter over it that pixelates the fuck out of it, because even, like, what they were showing off on, like, some of the, like, cutscene stuff of Sword and Shield was pixelated as fuck, and then when you're actually watching actual gameplay of Sword and Shield, it doesn't look like that. Like, and if you buy fucking... Oh, I didn't bring a case with me. Buy any 3DS game, look on the back, it's pixelated as fuck, but when you play the game, it's not like that. It is still pixelated, but not
10
to
frames
the
per second 3DS.
Yeah.
Fire Emblem Three Houses. The cutscenes look amazing. Can't wait. Comes out July 26th. Again, bought the collector's edition. Already paid off. Can't wait for it. Resident
Consider that
Evil 5 and 6 are coming to Switch.
Meh.
No More Heroes 3. Contra Rogue Core. Contra Collections coming out available today. Daemon X Machina. A lot of just trailers. Panzer Dragoon looks amazing. Pokemon Sword and Shield, they showed off 40 minutes of gameplay. If you want to see that, I would
What's
highly
Poker
recommend-
Man?
Yes.
Sex.
Astral Chain looks fucking amazing. Which is a new JRPG for the Switch coming out August 30th.
Platinum game.
Empire of Sin is another John Romero game. Top-down 1920s gangster RPG. Ultimate
Yeah,
Alliance,
actually, that did look really cool.
that looks pretty cool. Marvel Ultimate Alliance, holy shit, I cannot wait for that game. They showed off 20 or 30 minutes worth of gameplay
Didn't
in the
actually see
Treehouse.
it. Yeah.
It looks great. I cannot wait. It was also
You're gonna have to.
I know. They also announced that there will be an expansion pass for Marvel Knights, X-Men, and Fantastic Four.
Which is also the same price as this game.
Cadence of Hyrule, new Crypt of the Necrodancer game, but set in Hyrule. So, music-based dungeon delver. Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games again. Animal Crossing: New Horizons taking place on a deserted island this time.
Comes out my birthday.
This is gonna go real quick.
Which one?
Spyro
March
Reignited
20th,
Trilogy,
20th.
Hollow Knight, Silk Song, Nino Kuni, Wrath of the White Witch, Minecraft Dungeon, Elder Scrolls Blades, My Friend Pedro, Doom Eternal, Sinking City, Wolfenstein Youngblood, Dead by Daylight, Alien Isolation, Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles Remastered, coming in this winter. Dragon Builders Quest 2, Stranger Things 3, Just Dance 2020, Catan, New Lucky's Tale, Dauntless, Super Mario Maker 2, Super Smash Bros. Is getting Banjo-Kazooie and is also getting a character from...
Smash. Dragon
Quest.
Quest 11.
Yes. And Breath of the Wild 2 is in announcement.
Technically 4.
Or is in development.
4 of the characters.
Right, but they're the same character.
Anyway, my only addition before we leave, because I really gotta go to bed. I got shit that's going on tomorrow. Fucking Breath of the Wild 2.
Breath of the Wild
Looks super creepy and awesome all at the same time.
Here, like, honestly, Breath of the Wild. Joe's gonna repeat this, but Breath of the Wild, Nino Kuni, Spyro, and Super Lucky's Tales kind of made Nintendo take the entire conference for me. Hands down, my favorite.
Is
out of all.
E3 over?
Technically,
Show floor
E3.
stuff.
No, E3 just started for show floor stuff.
Press conferences always.
Press conferences
Press
are
conferences
over,
are
but
to show
E3
off. This
technically
is what
just
you can
started
see at
yesterday.
E3, and then E3 starts. So Nintendo still has another. So they streamed 5.5 hours of different games yesterday. They streamed 6.5 hours today. They're still streaming again tomorrow.
The only thing I'll add is Dr. Disrespect got fucking banned on Twitch and from E3 because it was hilarious.
Why? What happened?
Again?
Not again. That's the only
Isn't
thing.
this the dude that got banned the first time because he
He-
beat his wife on a like?
No.
This is not who I
Completely
thought.
different
Something
guy.
else.
Okay.
Dr. Disrespect is the guy that he wears the mullet and the glasses, super over the top. Anyway, no.
Speaking of Dr. Disrespect, that fucking
Corey's
clown
just
PUBG video
slowly
you
going
sent
through
me.
the door.
The clown video you sent me with PUBG with Dr. Disrespect.
Dude,
It was so fucking great.
right?
But anyway, continue.
no, so he had a camera guy following. All the reports I've read is it made it sound like he was just talking about his experiences and different things, but he walked in a bathroom.
When he was live streaming from
He
a
was
bathroom.
live streaming, and it was instant.
Yeah.
Apparently it happened a couple times. So
How would you not think that through?
Yeah.
true.
I
agree
feel
with
bad
you.
because like he obviously didn't have bad intent, but at the same time, you gotta fucking know what you're
Right.
doing if you're
Right.
live streaming, especially around other people. Like you're not in your house.
Right.
Like
No, I agree
you
with you.
gotta know what you're. That's 100% on him.
And he's paying for it.
Yeah,
He got
which
his
sucks
E3,
because
he got his E3 badge revoked.
oh shit.
Yeah, and he currently is he's currently temporarily suspended from Twitch.
Jeez.
Tell
That's
you
insane.
what, that's what happens though. You gotta watch that shit.
Anyway, I'm Corey.
Joe.
Yep. Did you say yep?
Yes, you are.
That's usually
Joe.
Joe's thing. Yep. Fuck it, I'm yep from now on. No,
I was agreeing.
I'm sorry. I'm yup.
I am Squirrel Tree Acorn Protecting Game.
Get the fuck off my nuts!
It's called
I can actually
Akron,
say
the Attack of the Squirrels.
You're really gonna like this
Akron,
game.
not
So
Acorn.
these squirrels attack you, right?
You're a tree, okay? No, anyway, yeah, and I'm Nick, and till next week, we'll try to not bore you again this whole time again.
I wouldn't say it's boring. We had some funny moments, like the squirrel in the tree. It was pretty fun because you hyped there for a second. You're like, no, you'll really like this game. It's a party game. All right, so anyway, you're a tree and there's squirrels attacking you. All they're trying to do is get your nuts.
The real question is, will you get the Wololols?
Whoa.
Anyway, all right. Y'all have fun. We'll see you next week. Bye.
Corey. I'm Corey. That's Joe.